Hello, this is Aaron Weber speaking, by the way. We were excited to record the first ever episode of the new Public Figures podcast this week. Unfortunately, Mother Nature had other plans. I'm sure you've seen, even if you weren't affected by the storms, a lot of places got hit hard. And Nashville in particular took a beating.
Hi, Dusty Slay. We're having a good time. Hey, this week was supposed to be the first week of the Public Figures podcast, the brand new podcast. But the snowpocalypse came in and just turned Nashville into just an ice-filled, probably beautiful, but an ice-filled landscape.
Hey, everybody. If I look more worried than even normal, it's because we have no electricity at our house, and I'm in a hotel room with my wife, 3-year-old daughter, and our yappy dog. My wife and daughter went down to the lobby. My dog's still here, but anyway, we're probably going to be without power for a while, and Nashville is pretty much shut down.
At the time of recording this, I think there's still about hundreds of thousands of people without power around the city. So we were unable to get into the studio today and record. And because Brian couldn't figure out Zoom, this is the best that we can do. Personally, we got very lucky, my wife and I. We never lost power the whole time, which I'm learning was pretty rare. So we're pretty grateful for that. I got to be honest, I was in San Diego this weekend, so I kind of had the opposite experience as most people that were in Nashville. I got back yesterday, and it doesn't look like this ice is going to melt anytime soon. So hopefully things get better soon, and I hope you and your family are doing okay.
And I was up in Cleveland. I sent my family down to Alabama, so I flew to Atlanta. My mom picked me up, and now I'm in Alabama. And it's a beautiful sunny day. Alabama is always beautiful. So I'm here, and we can't do the first episode of the podcast today. And I'm sorry about that. I hate that.
So unfortunately, I'm bummed that we're not going to get to do a podcast this week, our first podcast, Public Figures podcast. But Nashville's just, it's just not good here right now. But hopefully we'll get power back soon. And we're going to have a great episode this week, a classic of me, Aaron, and Dusty.
So it's still going to be great, still going to be fun.
Just so you can get a taste for what the Public Figures podcast is going to be. And we're excited to get in there and get things going, without Nate, starting our own thing. So we hope you enjoy a trip down memory lane.
And we're so excited to get started next week with the Public Figures podcast. Thank you.
And then we'll be coming at you next week with the Public Figures podcast. We're having a good time.
Stay warm, stay safe. We're going to have to come up with our own new catchphrases here. That's what I'm realizing live and in the moment. So enjoyed this episode. Hope you're doing well. Appreciate you.
Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Nateland podcast. I'm here with Brian Bates, as always. I'm here with Aaron Weber as well. These guys are two of my best friends, and I'm just happy to be here with them.
This week, a few weeks ago, Dusty broke down Pinocchio, and people loved it. So I'm like, let's expand a little bit. The top 2 movies right now, do you know what they are?
No idea. I can see it on the sheet in front of you, but
Moana 2 and Wicked.
Okay.
Both, I would say, to some degree, are fairy tales, especially Wicked, right?
Well, what is a fairy tale?
Fairy tale is a broad definition, but generally there's fairy tales, there's folk tales, there's fables.
Okay.
Fables generally have a message. It's usually an animal that has human characteristics, and there's a lesson to be learned in it.
Like a parable? Like where there's something you're supposed to take away from it?
Yeah, like the tortoise and the hare.
Right.
That's a fable. Folk tales are stories that, while made up, there might be some truth to to the point where Dusty probably believes them.
Paul Bunyan, Johnny Appleseed, things like
yeah, John Henry.
It's probably
Okay.
true. Yeah, man. All these things are probably based in truth. I don't believe any of these imaginations out here.
that. You don't think anybody makes something up entirely?
Nah.
What do you think Lord of the Rings is based on?
Well, I think it's, they kind of loosely base it on Christianity
Right.
in the Bible, right? So
Mhm.
it's like, you make up some stuff, but were there ogres? Probably.
But
You know what I mean?
John Henry,
Yeah.
John Henry was a real person, most likely.
Mhm.
But the story was, that he was a still driving man. He battled the machine to see who could be better. He won. He died in the process. None of that's probably true.
Yeah.
But
Probably is.
okay.
And then Paul Bunyan was probably real too. A lumberjack, probably.
The big blue ox.
Yeah.
So folk tales are exaggerated.
Like George Washington cutting down a cherry tree. That never happened.
I guess that would be a folk tale.
But it's based on a real person.
Why do we think it didn't happen?
Because I think, didn't we talk about this on the podcast?
I don't think
Yeah,
a cherry tree
36
is
years ago.
really that big.
No, it was just, I think somebody admitted they made it up as just a device to,
To prove the point, I cannot tell a lie.
to.
So you would
kind of
lie to make a
lionize-
story about not lying?
Yeah. But
Wow.
is that really lying or is that just, is that lying?
If you told me that George Washington cut down a cherry tree and he didn't,
But what's the point of that story?
that George Washington would always tell the truth.
That George
Even if you
Washington was a virtuous man who prioritized telling the truth.
Yeah.
So that's the takeaway.
Over,
Not that
over eating cherries.
right. It's not about the cherries.
It
It's
could be
not
even
about
like
the
a-
tree.
Maybe it was during his campaign. They build this story to build his image.
Yeah. Or it's something, somebody I think it's somebody trying to sell a biography about him after the fact.
To prove he never told a lie, we're going to tell a lie in his behalf.
But is that really a lie? That's my point.
That's right.
Or
Look.
what was the cherry tree an analogy for something else?
I think it's just, doesn't that have a little more oomph than like apple tree?
Someone just said
Doesn't the cherry
Maybe.
tree sound,
It's got a little pop to
nativity
Yeah.
nativity scene.
Okay.
Typical nativity scene. I made a point recently. The wise men were not there when Jesus was a baby.
Yeah,
when he
it
was
comes
born.
like a month later, right?
It could have been years later,
Yeah.
even.
Yeah.
But someone argues to me the point of this painting that we were talking about is to show that everyone came to realize don't take it so literal as what the person was telling
Sure.
me.
What if there was just 3 guys that happened to be there and everybody's like, those
The
are the wise
wise
men.
men.
And they're like, no, we're just,
Just 3 idiots.
we're around, we want to, there's a lot of hoopla. We wanted to see what's going on over here. We're not that smart, really. Don't call us
I
wise,
just wanted to check it out.
But
yeah.
it's like, we're not the wise men, but we were there.
And then
Yeah.
the wise men come later.
Yeah.
And then we're the wise men.
Yeah.
No.
Nah, they've already been
Nice
here.
try. Yeah.
And then fairy tales generally, very often have a fairy or a witch or some type of magic involved.
Something supernatural.
Supernatural that's tricking you. There's usually the mom's gone, dead. There's an evil stepmother.
Yeah.
Very often
Mhm.
they have a very similar fairy tales because very often there's fairies involved
Okay.
Which some people believe are also real.
at this table.
Fairies.
So I don't know if we'll get into any that Dusty doesn't think actually
Yeah.
happened, but anyway,
I did bring a story that I'd like to read.
all right.
Okay.
Do you want me to do it now?
Well, I don't know
think
what it
now
is.
the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called Flora's Magic Flute.
Okay.
Okay,
Let's get a
this-
shot of that.
This is a story I read to my daughter, and I want to read it to you guys because there's a bit of a hole in the story here. Okay,
How long is it?
it's not very long.
Okay.
14 pages. No, it's not very long. Long ago, deep in the woods, a tiny village of fairies lived in peace, including a fairy girl named Flora. I think we can all believe that.
Yeah.
For as long, now this is an important detail. For as long as the fairies could remember, every day had been clear and sunny. Okay? Flora played music on her magic flute, and all day the fairies danced and sang. But then, one day, the sky grew dark and it began to rain. Soon, the fairy village was muddy and gray. Everyone in the village was sad. Would the sun ever return, they said. Then Flora remembered how happy everyone had been when she played her flute on sunny days. Could her music make them feel happy now? She took out her flute and began to play. All right, here we go.
Okay.
Flora's music made the other fairies remember. Made the other fairies remember that after the last rain. Okay, let's go back. Here we go. Let's go back. For as long as the fairies could remember, every day had been clear and sunny. Here we go. And it made the fairies remember that after the last rain, the trees and flowers had become even prettier than before. So they all danced and splashed in the rain to celebrate the beauty that was to come. So this is talking about some kind of village where they forget everything. They can't remember anything, because for as long as they could remember, every day had been clear and sunny.
Right.
But then one day darkness came. Flora played the flute.
Wow.
Now there's no talk of the flute being magic. It's called magic, but it's just a flute. But somehow
It's called the magic flute, but they never mentioned it being magic in the story.
Oh, but they can't remember anything. Every day is bright and sunny. Then she plays the flute, and suddenly they're like, oh, we remember after the last rain.
Wow.
Well, every day had been clear and sunny. So what last rain?
You don't think music can be?
Mic drop.
Let me see that book. Okay. Flora's Magic Flute, written by Stephen Hall, illustrated by Jennifer Bartlett.
I'm trying to teach my kids to observe things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I want to collect all four of these. Griff Learns to Fly, Augie the Grump, and Scuttle's Diamonds.
Yeah.
This is a
What are you reading to your daughter?
I'm reading just black and white pictures at this
You're reading
point.
philosophy.
Yeah. No, I'm not reading her Aristotle just yet,
Yeah.
but
Black and white.
it's just like a little book with a mirror in it and that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
She's just starting to smile, which is pretty fun.
Oh, that's fun.
Pretty fun.
That is fun.
Pretty fun to get like a real, not just a I'm farting smile, but like a real I'm looking at you and smiling. That's
that is
pretty
fun.
fun. This book, you don't think music can be transformative like that, Dusty?
I do, but my whole problem with it is that these fairies were like, it's never rained before. But then the moment Flora started playing the flute, they were like, oh, we remember the last rain.
I think this is a story about art and how art gives us perspective in life. These people are, these fairies are just plowing through life, working hard, right? They're not looking up at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they're so bogged down with the minutia and the reality of everyday life that they get depressed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then an artist comes along and goes, no, zoom out a little bit. There is beauty in the world.
Yeah.
Good things are coming. And they go, oh, and that's what art can do to people.
And also, like, wake up. Don't you remember it? It's rained before.
I don't think it has quite that energy. Yeah, wake up, you idiots.
Yeah,
Things
don't you
are gonna be
remember
okay.
things? It rains sometimes. How do you think we're growing all these mushrooms? Mushrooms don't grow without moisture and a little bit of darkness.
So
This reminds me of when I was a kid. It looks like the Smurfs.
they do.
When I was a kid, we read a book at school about a place where it rained every day. It's essentially that, but
Seattle.
the kids never had seen a day where it hadn't rained,
Mhm.
so they always had to be indoors. They locked one of their kids. They bullied him, put him in the closet just to mess with him.
Jeez.
One day, I guess it
Is
was
this a folktale?
the same day. Same
This
day.
is from Brian's journal.
Finally, I wrote it while I was in the closet. This could be, some truth to it. Finally, it stops raining, and the kids get to go out and enjoy the sunshine for the very first time in their life.
Wow.
When they finally come in at the end of the day, they realize, oh yeah, we'd locked that kid in the closet, and he didn't get to experience. Wow, it's kind of a dark.
Hey, what's the?
And what a loser he is.
Wait.
You didn't even see the sun.
Is that
Yeah.
the point of the story?
I don't know. I just remember reading that as a kid, and it like haunted me.
What's the turn at the end? Is there something? Does something happen?
I mean, I think they felt maybe a little bad.
And then they found out
I
that
hope
kid
so.
was blind.
Maybe the turn is they all decide, let's not even tell him that we saw the sun.
Maybe.
And then it's like he never missed out on it if he doesn't know that it happened. Could be something fun there.
I'm subjecting my daughter to Christmas shows that I watched as a kid.
Yeah.
And I've made
Bonanza.
a Bonanza Christmas. I do like Bonanza.
Yeah, me too.
It's a good show.
It's a watch
Hoss.
with my grandpa.
Hoss, Little Joe. And Gunsmoke is good.
Yeah.
Smoke's good, yeah.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which I had her watch last night. It was a little much for her. They have an abominable snowman.
Yeah.
in
Oh,
that.
yeah, I remember. Yeah, that part's
It's a
could
little.
be
It was
scary. I bet.
She didn't like it.
Mhm.
But then Frosty the Snowman, and she's really gotten into Frosty the Snowman. She wants to watch it over and over and over again. And I don't know if you remember.
Particularly the part where he's in the greenhouse.
That's what I'm getting at.
Okay, sorry.
I don't know how much you remember it.
I don't remember that.
Basically, there's an evil magician who wants the hat back because that's what's making him come to life.
So the hat is what animates Frosty the Snowman. Okay.
Hat never belonged to Frosty, to be honest with you. I don't know if this magician was evil or not. He's like, I just want my hat back.
Well, they try to make it clear that he threw the hat away and discarded it, and that they claimed it. But they're out in the snow trying to get North Pole to warm the little girl up. They go into a greenhouse, and then the magician shuts the door and locks him in there.
Oh my gosh.
So then Santa Claus shows up and goes in, and there's just that little girl in a puddle of water, and she's crying because Frosty is melted. And Santa's like, don't worry, it's Christmas snow. We'll bring it back to life. And they do, of course, bring it back to life.
Okay.
But the trauma the girl went through watching her best friend slowly melt away. He's talking to her. You don't see that, of course, but I just like, that girl's going to need some counseling.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
And all the kids watching it, right?
Well, it was just, you mean watching the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't see him melt. You just see the puddle of water.
It can't be the same Frosty. You just can't make new snow and put it on his head and it be the same guy.
They're just going to have to refreeze the water that melted.
Which is it's kind of what they did. It kind of like zipped out the door and spun and become Frosty again.
Okay. Still with the hat?
Well, they had to put the hat back on. The magician still was claiming it, but Santa told him he's not going to get any presents unless he...
I don't know if I know the story of Frosty the Snowman. This girl made a snowman and then the hat got put on it.
But when we put it on his head, he began to dance around. Frosty the Snowman. You know the song?
I know the song was a jolly, jolly dude. Yeah.
Dude.
I don't know the lyrics that well.
The song came first.
Oh, okay.
Song came first.
It's one of Elvis's songs.
And then they made an animated show. Same with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Gene Autry sang them, and then
Whoa.
they make
I didn't know that. The
Yep.
song came before
the show.
Did the song invent the entire or the first to tell the story?
I think so, maybe.
Wow.
You know, there's a song where he says, what is it? Where he says, we'll pretend like, we'll talking about the snowman. And then they go, we'll pretend that he is Parson Brown, which is like a preacher or whatever, or somebody that can marry you.
No.
And it says, we'll pretend that he is Parson Brown. He'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. But you can do the job when you're in town. You know that song?
Mm-hmm.
No.
You guys know that song?
What song is that?
I think it's Frosty the Snowman.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
that's
like verse 7. I've never gone that deep in the song.
I think you're right, but that's not. They don't do that part on the show.
He does say that, but I didn't know what Parson Brown was. I thought they were saying marching proud. We'll pretend that he is marching proud, and he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man. I was like, are they going to marry Frosty the Snowman?
And I think this is actually from the song Winter Wonderland.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, my bad.
But they all blend together.
But yeah, we'll pretend. See the line, though?
Parson is actually another word for a clergyman, especially a Protestant pastor. The word has gone largely unused since around 1980.
But apparently he could marry people. But I just thought he said marching proud, not Parson Brown. And then they said, he'll say, are you married? We'll say, no, man, but you can do the job when you're in town. I thought they were marrying the snowman.
Oh, I see. That's Walking in a Wonderland. That's the song?
Winter Wonderland.
Yeah,
I don't know if they're walking in it.
Yeah. Got them confused.
Okay. And this is a different guy than Jack Frost, huh? Frosty Snowman is a different guy.
Yeah, because we looked up last night because she's really into it. There is a Frosty 2, and
The global warming.
the antagonist is Jack Frost.
What about the Santa Claus 3? Do you know that one?
With Tim Allen?
That's also Jack Frost. He's battling Martin Short as Jack Frost.
Okay. They're battling.
Yeah.
So Jack Frost is a villain?
Yeah, in Santa Claus 3.
No, I thought Jack Frost was a good guy.
The Santa Claus.
I did too.
There's like a
CLAWS
no, like a
clause.
like a clause in a contract.
But that's spelled the same. Maybe just the E.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Do you ever leave the doctor's office and feel like you got nothing from it? Yes. They usually just tell me to drink more water. They actually tell me to do a lot more, but that's the easiest one, so that's the only one I'll even think about doing. No real answers or game plans. This is the reason I love Superpower. Superpower sends a licensed professional to your home, or you can visit a nearby lab. It's one simple blood draw with over 100 biomarkers, which is way more than what you usually get, and it unlocks a real understanding of your body as you head into the new year. Their app includes detailed information on your heart, liver, thyroid, hormones, metabolism, vitamin and mineral levels, and even environmental toxins. So from disease prevention to treating that annoying brain fog or simply optimizing your gym game, that's what I'm doing. Superpower is the most comprehensive and advanced system out there. Let's talk price, because you're probably thinking it's expensive. Superpower used to cost $499, but right now they're offering $199 for the full experience. That's more affordable than anything else out there. Other testing services charge like $500, even $1,000, sometimes more for similar or less. Superpower is coming in at $199 right now. Know your numbers this year with Superpower. Make this year the year that you stop guessing about your health with Superpower. Not only did Superpower reduce their price to just $199, but for a limited time, our listeners get an additional $20 off with code NATE. Head to superpower.com and use code NATE at checkout for $20 off your membership. After you sign up, they'll ask how you heard about them. Be honest. Tell them that we sent your way. Mention this podcast to support this show. And now back to the episode.
All right, so fairy tales started back even before people were writing. They were doing oral stories and passed it down. And then 1600s, Charles Perrault. Something funny, guys? Sometimes you got to clear your throat.
I don't know. I just caught Dusty's eye.
Charles Perrault wrote Tales of Mother Goose. This is in 1697. It had Little Red Riding Hood, Tom Thumb, Cinderella, Puss in Boots, some classics.
Oh, man.
The way these
Big
old books, what they call cats, is too much.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I'm trying to read these thing and what they call chickens and even a horse. There's one nursery rhyme I'm reading with what they call a horse, basically a male rooster plus horse.
Yeah.
And I'm like, to Banbury Bush, riding the blank horse to Banbury Bush. I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Not in this house, we're not.
That's crazy. Wait till you start reading Mark Twain.
A lot of these fairy tales are very dark. Many of the classic ones are incredibly dark, and they were written for adults.
Okay.
And then later they were kind of sanitized for children,
Right.
to some degree. But some of these are incredibly. See, Disney.
This old man, he played too. He played knick-knack on a shoe. That's apparently about like the Irish potato famine.
Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone.
This old man came rolling.
Yeah, that'd
home.
be a nursery rhyme.
Yeah, it's apparently. Is that not what we're doing?
We
That's,
are.
Apparently.
But we haven't even gotten to nursery rhymes yet.
Okay, but that's about the Irish famine, I think. Like,
The potato famine.
like people coming for food,
Wow.
but giving him a bone.
The knocking on the door,
Yeah.
give me a bone. And they go, we can't because all we have is potatoes.
Yeah, or
and
something.
We're out of them.
Something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
So Aesop's Fables.
Aesop.
Yeah.
Heard
of Aesop,
dude.
right?
Yeah. Oh, Aesop did it, man.
Yeah, it was a
he
collection
was
of fables
he was the
credited
guy.
to Aesop, a slave and storyteller who lived in ancient Greece.
Mm-hmm.
What's some of his fables?
Boy Who Cried Wolf,
Oh, yeah.
Man, that stood the test of time.
Yeah,
huh?
it did.
Tortoise and the Hare.
Oh, Tortoise and the Hare. You know what bothers me about Tortoise and the Hare? Is they're constantly, all they ever talk about in every fairy tale is how slow the turtle is.
Yeah.
It's like, cut the guy some slack.
Well, he
here.
wins in the end. That's
Yeah.
the point.
Yeah, but it's like they're always just, oh, he's so slow. And it's like the idea of that story is to tell us that the tortoise can beat the hare if he's slow and steady. But the reality is the hare's beating you every time. The hare's going to beat you every time.
Well, clearly not.
You find a different race. Don't try to race the hare. Race other tortoises. Okay? Because you're never going to beat the hare.
This is you swimming. You're going to be ahead of Danielle, and then you're going to start feeling cocky, and you're going to slow down. This is just like we saw it in the football game with the Titans.
Mm-hmm.
Leon Lett, famously in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
slowed down. He wasn't much of a hare, but Don Beebe snuck up behind him, knocked the ball loose.
Yeah.
I'm looking at a list of Aesop's fables.
You're never going to beat the hare.
We know about tortoise and the hare, but a lot of these have been forgotten over time.
Let's get a couple. The wolf and the
How
lamb.
about the monkey and the camel? What is
Classic.
that about?
Classic.
Well, I would think the monkey thought he didn't need water, and the camel was like, I have it in my back at all times.
The moral of this is do not try to ape your betters.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Well,
what a
I
reach
mean,
that is.
yeah,
I mean,
well, the
ape.
camel carries a lot of water in his back.
There's a lot going on here at the club. I don't know if you hear that. I think there's some kind of theater troupe out there performing. There's a much
A
different
lot
energy
of
out there than there is in here.
I'll tell you something about Aesop.
Yeah.
All except for the peacock, he loves a the and the.
The blank and blank.
Yeah.
The wolf and his shadow. The travelers and the
The
purse.
frogs who wished for a king.
Let's get into that.
What about the blank and the
God,
jewel?
these are so much longer. But this one, they reduce it down to the moral,
Yeah.
which is nice. So the frog who wished for a king, the moral of that is be sure you can better your condition before you seek to change. Jeez, well, that doesn't.
Or how about
It's not really
here's some
Sometimes
classic
you got to
ones.
change to better your condition. You know what I
that's
mean?
worded
The
a little
goose that
better.
laid the golden egg. That's an Aesop fable.
Okay,
Do you guys know that?
not really, not the way.
Yeah, I mean, there was a goose,
Kind of a clunky title.
couldn't lay any eggs,
Yeah.
and then one day laid a golden egg. And then the king came along and wanted to eat the egg because he's like, I got a lot of gold. This doesn't really mean anything to me. What I need right now is an egg.
No. None of that's correct. I was buying it for a while.
Yeah.
I was so convinced. I don't really know what the point of this is.
There's a man and his wife. They had a hen that laid a golden egg every day.
Okay,
And they got
actual gold,
yeah, the egg was
Okay.
made of gold.
not just the color gold. It's a egg of gold.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Chain?
It's an egg.
Okay.
Okay.
And they got greedy and said, well, I mean, she must be full of gold inside. So they killed her to cut her open to get the gold.
And this story is about the dumbest people that ever lived.
the point is not to be greedy.
Yeah. And use your brain a little bit.
Wow, that's
Jeez,
so dumb.
They're
That's
the
so dumb.
dumbest people I've ever heard of.
And for 2 years straight, this chicken is making us the best.
Who
golden
better
eggs.
kill
Let's
the
cut it
chicken?
open.
Let's not even
But
try
what would
to.
be that a modern day equivalent of?
The dog and the
Me
bone.
killing Nate.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Trying to cut Nate open.
Yeah.
Be like, Nate's given a lot of opportunities. He must be full of opportunities.
Yeah. Let's cut him open.
And
We'll
let's-
steal his
get 'em.
wallet.
yeah.
Let's grab him.
Mm.
The I think it would be similar to the dog bone where the dog's holding the bone and he's looking over the river,
Right.
and the river he looks in and sees his reflection, and
Yep.
in that the bone is much bigger. So he drops the bone to get the bigger bone, but it's actually just a reflection.
But that's a dog, so you understand why he would think that.
Except for the dog holding that bigger bone must be bigger too. So it's like, you really think you're about to take it from
I don't
the
even know
dog?
that. I don't even think it was bigger, right? I just think he saw another bone. He's like, I want that one too.
And this one's moving a little bit too,
Yeah.
because it's in the river.
Yeah.
But this is a couple who owns a farm.
Yep.
I imagine they pay taxes, like they run an operation.
Mm-hmm.
They're too smart to. There's no excuse.
Even just look at the mass. You're seeing this egg. How many eggs could possibly be inside the goose?
I know.
Even if the goose was just full of the eggs, how many could possibly be in there?
Just let it keep
Yeah.
churning them out.
Mm-hmm. The Lion and the Mouse.
I don't know that one.
The
It's about a lion who got a new computer and having a lot of trouble with the mouse.
the lion gets mad at the mouse for waking him up. The mouse begs for forgiveness and basically says, it would be no honor for you to kill a little mouse like me. Maybe someday I could help you in return. And the lion's like, yeah, right, whatever. I'll let you go, though, out of mercy. And then the lion, I think there's different versions, gets caught in a rope, and the mouse bites the rope apart and saves the lion.
Wow.
So I guess, I don't know what the message is, that even little people.
Even if somebody keeps waking you up, let them live.
That's the message.
Yeah.
That is the
It's
message.
like way too specific.
Yeah. Do not murder over small inconveniences.
Don't kill a mouse.
I mean,
You never know what they'll do for you in the end.
Hansel and Gretel's so dark.
Yeah,
The-
what is that? So Hansel and Gretel, they're leaving bread in the forest or something. What is Hansel and Gretel all about?
I think they find a house made of,
So it's two little Germans
Cakes.
walking through the forest,
yeah,
and they're leaving bread behind them.
and they got lost.
And they why did but
I think,
A bird came along and was eating the bread.
Is
They
that-
were dropping, yeah.
is that true?
yeah. I had to look the story up last night because I
Why?
couldn't remember. The stepmom told the dad, get rid of these kids. So he took them out in the woods to get rid of them.
Oh my god.
But the dad,
Wait, well, hold on. Don't breeze past that.
I mean, it gets much worse.
okay.
It's a story about a weak man, first off.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
get rid of the stepmom. Just get rid of her.
Well, he clearly doesn't care about the kids either. If he
No.
goes, all right, I'll take them out to the woods
yeah.
and just leave them out there.
Yeah.
He didn't like it, but he had to do what his wife said.
Oh my god.
He didn't have to if he were a stronger man.
Why did she? Why did she want the kids gone? Were the kids bad kids? Were they misbehaving?
She wanted some peace and quiet.
I mean, I
Nice.
love my wife, but if she were like, take the kids to the woods and leave them, I'd go, how about we're going to leave.
I go, I'm calling immigration.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
She's a citizen now. There's
Oh,
nothing I can
I'm
do.
sorry. Sorry, Hannah.
So the kids figured it out. They overhear the plan. So the first,
The kids are old enough to understand.
yeah.
How old are they?
Well, I don't know. They're old enough to understand.
Honestly,
So they're
they're
not-
probably old enough to be out of the house.
They're 32 and 30.
That's a thing that Hansel and Gretel gets left out a lot.
That's the message.
They did need to get out of the house.
Yeah, it was time.
You voted in 4 elections.
They're like stepbrothers.
Get out.
Okay, so I thought they were like toddlers.
As it goes
No,
along,
no,
you start
no.
to side with the stepmom a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, they're probably 9 or 10. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they get wind of it. So they have these pebbles that they drop along the way.
And the kids are Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, they drop along the way. And he drops them off. Then that helps them get back to the house because they follow the pebbles back. The stepmom says, do it again. And he's like, okay. And this time they take breadcrumbs, but the plan doesn't work because the birds come and eat it.
Mhm.
So now they're out there in the woods. They find a house made of candy, right?
Mhm. Cake and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're like, we've hit the jackpot. We're glad we're us. But it's really a evil witch
Of course.
who wants to eat them.
Sister to the stepmom.
Wants to eat them.
Wants to eat them. She has to fatten Hansel up first. So she holds him hostage to fatten him up before she eats him.
Gretel's already good to go.
Yeah, I mean, her name's Gretel.
You can imagine what she looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but she's fattening Hansel up, and then bottom line is Gretel tricks the witch and like, hey, what's in the stove or something like that, and then she pushes her into the oven and kills her.
Okay.
Gretel does, yeah.
And then they head back to the house to do the same to the stepmom.
Well, since they
yeah.
they escape with the witch's treasure, so
Oh, she had treasure there.
I
too.
guess, yeah.
Why don't they just stay in the candy house rather than go back to the family that just tried to murder them?
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's what I would think they would do. But maybe the cops will come around going, "Where's that witch?" These fat kids are eating all the cake.
Gingerbread.
They got no roof on the house anymore because they're eating the cake. House is the golden goose, and they're up there eating it.
Gretel, I told you, don't eat the roof. We need that.
Eating the support beams in there.
Sleeping Beauty and Snow White, I couldn't have told you the difference. Do you know? I mean, I know now because I looked, but I get those two
They're
mixed
very similar.
I mean, is the dwarves, is that the difference?
That's Snow White,
up.
right?
Snow White.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that the difference? Sleeping Beauty is just no dwarves? No comic relief?
Snow White, I mean, she was asleep, but she was poisoned, so they thought she was dead.
Okay.
And then
She's poisoned by whom?
the witch. There's always a witch.
Okay.
There's always an evil witch.
Yeah. Well, I've been telling you guys that since I
Yeah.
joined the podcast.
Yeah, there's always a witch.
Even before that.
This is finally a come around
Yeah.
to.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then at the end of
Now
Snow White,
everybody's like, witches are good.
oh, I guess it was a queen. In Snow
I'm a
White.
good witch.
In this case, it was a queen. And then once they find out what's going
Mm-hmm.
on, the prince who saved Snow White makes the queen wear red hot iron slippers and to dance to them until she drops dead.
Wow, well, that's
Jeez.
insane.
Jeez Louise. Yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood, I mean, again, the wolf,
Yeah.
shows up, swallows grandma whole.
Mm-hmm.
Then Little Red Riding Hood shows up, swallows her whole.
And then that's the end.
In the original version, yeah, then he takes a nap. Then they sanitize it a little bit, and the next better version is people come to save them, cut the wolf open.
Oh my God.
Grandma and Little Red Riding Hood are fine. They're just stuck in
They're
there.
just hanging out.
Yeah, like a boa
Wolf's
or
got
not a
poor
boa, but
digestion.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then they put rocks in the wolf so he can't move.
Uh-huh.
And then there's much more sanitized versions.
Okay.
But these are
Wow.
so dark.
Yeah. it's
What's
different.
the moral of the story when the wolf just eats them both?
Keep an eye out for wolves.
I don't know.
I do like that. I'll be honest with you, though. I like it. Let's put some fear into people
Yeah.
because they need to be paying attention.
I love a story that ends with the main character taking a nap. That's just good storytelling right there.
Well, Disney kind of came and made these much more
Palatable.
palatable, but I think that probably was like the 90s on.
Yeah.
So I was already in college and then working. So most of these stories, I don't really know that well.
You never caught the modern version
No,
of it?
I did
I
not
want to
catch the modern
know
version.
what the Three Little Pigs really what is it? The Three Little Bears, Goldilocks and the Three Bears or
Yeah.
whatever?
Yeah, Goldilocks.
What really happened there? What's the true story of that?
Goldilocks is
That
dead.
bear came back and
She's dead.
they tore her up.
Hey, Bear.
One of my favorite books as a kid was called, I think it's called like The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. And it was from the wolf's perspective. It's like sympathetic to him.
Oh, yeah.
It was great. The illustrations were great.
I tried to make a joke one time about the Three Little Pigs was talking about like living in a trailer, and it's like,
Mhm.
and the wolf is a tornado. And if you
Huff and Puff.
spend your time playing around instead of getting a proper brick home, the tornado is going to get you. But never really panned out.
What about Humpty Dumpty?
I'm still working on that
Oh,
joke. People say Humpty Dumpty was a cannon or whatever, and that kind of ruins the joke. But
Humpty Dumpty's a cannon?
yeah, it's
What does that mean?
I thought he was an egg.
I know he's an egg in the thing, but I posted a clip of the video one time, and
Yeah.
everybody's like, "Oh, he's a cannon. He was a cannon." I'm like, "Listen, try to just hear the joke. I'm not really seeking answers."
Yeah, you shouldn't let that deter you. Everybody thinks he's an egg.
Yeah, look at him.
And Well, I'm starting to get why somebody pushed him off the brick wall.
Yeah, I mean, put some pants on.
guy's
Well, that's
buddy.
not how normally he looks.
dancing
He's
up
not
there, and you
tap
go,
dancing.
"Hey,
Yeah.
can you quiet down for a little bit?" And he's just twirling his baton.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall.
He's like, it's 2025, guys. Come on.
Yes, I will continue to dance. And then they just kick him off. Yeah, I mean that guy.
Send the horses.
All the king's horses
Yeah.
and all the king's men.
I don't even think the men got down from the horses. Can you do it? No, I can't.
Nah, I
do it.
can't reach.
Oh,
Can't
Humpty
reach.
Dumpty.
Oh, Humpty.
Beautiful legs, though,
Tone.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Okay.
That's true. That is a true one.
Mhm.
I do believe that. That there is another, kind of layer above us where giants live. And Jack
Above us.
above us, yeah,
Like where?
Why can't we see it?
past the firmament.
Okay. And you get up there through a vegetable.
Well, however you can get there.
And
but
who are they?
Jack? Well, they're giants and
Giants.
they're cannibals.
Well, Jack and the Beanstalk. Do you know the story, Aaron? Let's just move on. He buys some magic beans.
He buys some magic beans.
When he should have got food, I think.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because what his mom was like, go get food for the family.
I think so.
And he bought magic beans instead.
Yep.
A little bit on the mom for making the kid go buy the groceries.
Clearly, Jack is not capable of just getting the
Is
groceries.
this the same guy who jumped over a candlestick?
I think it's the same guy that killed the golden goose.
Okay. So this guy,
Jack when he grew up.
Jack gets
Jack's in
around.
a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He buys a magic beans.
Jack be nimble.
from a
Jack
witch,
be
probably.
quick. Yeah.
A witch probably sold it to him.
I would think, yeah.
But the real magic beans, they sprout an enormous beanstalk.
Yep.
Probably putting out lots of beans.
Which Jack climbs,
Yep.
and it takes him to.
He doesn't have to climb it.
He doesn't have to.
It's just putting out a lot of beans.
He's just got nothing to do.
Yeah.
So he climbs it,
Well, wouldn't you want to
And-
climb it to see what's up there?
and there's a castle up there. This is where Fee Fi Fo Fum
Yeah.
comes from.
I
right?
smell the blood of an Englishman.
Yeah, so that he's English.
Yep.
So okay,
Gets up there. That's where the giant lives.
right.
Giant's not home. His wife's home. Jack's like, I'll stay for a
Is
minute.
this real?
Yeah, this is real.
Okay.
And he's like,
Jack's
he just
like,
hangs out. I'll hang out with the giant's wife.
I'm hungry, he said. And she gives him some food.
Uh-huh.
And then the giant comes home, fee, fi, fo, fum. He hides. And the wife's like, no, you're crazy. There's not here. And the giant's like, all right, whatever. I'll go to sleep. Jack leaves, goes home, comes back up the stalk later again to see his wife, I guess.
Jack's got a crush. You know what I mean? That's where the Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. He's up there in the giant jumping over the candlestick. over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. And I think eventually the giant wakes up. This keeps happening. The giant wakes up, chases
He
him
keeps
down.
smelling him the whole time. I smell the blood. of
Yeah,
an
he smells him.
Englishman. Okay.
But then he's like, I guess I'm crazy.
Where's the giant going every day?
Gets to work.
To
Yeah.
work?
Yeah, just everyday life up there
Yeah.
In the
Just
sky-
desk job.
in the sky realm.
hmm
Mhm.
Long commute.
Yeah.
And then eventually he chases him down, but Jack gets down, I think, and cuts down the beanstalk, kills the giant. I guess his wife too.
So the giant's on the beanstalk and he cuts it down.
He
Mhm.
falls,
But the
creating the Grand Canyon.
the cloud realm is not held up by the beanstalk.
No.
There's
The
no cloud
beanstalk
realm.
is just a pathway there.
Okay.
Well, of course, there's a cloud realm. Mario showed us that.
Well, I'm just saying in this story,
Okay.
there's no cloud realm.
right. Right.
Well, what was up there then?
Just a castle.
Just the top of the beanstalk. That's where he lived.
But
It had to be more, I guess, if he's leaving. Going.
Yeah,
To,
I mean, it had to be there before
There's
the
a whole
beanstalk.
economy up there. If he's
The
going.
beanstalk was just the way to get there.
Yeah, it's just the portal.
It was already there.
It's the interstate.
oh, I see. I
Mhm.
I envision him. The top of the beanstalk is where the house was. It was on top of the beanstalk.
No, this was just a pathway
I think this is
there.
just the pathway.
There's a whole city there.
Yeah, don't be silly. There's.
All right, we'll
Okay.
do a couple more.
Yeah.
All right. If you hear a fairy tale story, a modern day fairy tale story,
Uh-huh.
you know kind of what that means, right? You and Lucy, the power couple.
Oh, a modern day like a storybook
Storybook,
romance, whatever, something like that. Yeah.
a Cinderella story. They're all kind of mean the same thing.
Cinderella story, when Cinderella story is used in sports now, it's the
Rags to riches.
it's the team has zero chance that everybody writes off.
Mm-hmm. Just like Cinderella.
Is that really I thought
And
Cinderella
then-
was just like
they lose a shoe.
yeah, what is even Cinderella? But she was ugly or something?
She wasn't
then
ugly.
Put on a shoe and she became
the princess. I guess she did get hotter, but
What did she have? The stepsisters, and
She
they were
had the
real mean to her.
evil stepsisters.
the evil stepsisters, and then they go to the ball, and
But there's no Beast.
no,
This is not Beauty and the Beast.
I
not
think
Beauty and
the
the
Beast is the sisters,
Oh.
and then she gets the carriage made out of
Pumpkins.
pumpkin.
Yep.
Yeah.
But then after midnight, things turn back, and she lost her slipper.
there's
There's
So
a
then-
lesson in there that good things don't typically happen after midnight.
Right.
Get on
And
home.
but also if you leave a little something behind with the person that you have an interest in,
That's a reason to come back.
they'll come find you.
Mhm.
So if you're ever into a girl
Mhm.
and you want to see her again, leave some stuff over
There you
there.
go.
So you can
Yeah.
call and go, "Oh, I left my phone charger over there. I need to
Yeah.
come get it."
Yeah.
that's what George Costanza, Seinfeld. He says, "I always do a leave behind,"
Yeah.
Leave
and
behind.
then he
You
has a
go-
reason to go over there.
Thanks for holding on to this charger for me. Do you want to hook up while I'm here? You know what else needs charging? My ego.
Three Blind Mice.
It's a good one. Cut off his tail with a carving knife.
Uh-huh.
Did you
Yeah.
ever see such a thing in your life?
Two little mice are in a bucket of milk. What was that? Catch Me If You Can. Remember that? There's two little mice. They're in a bucket of milk. And one of them churned so hard that he turned it into butter. And got, you know what I'm talking about?
No,
No.
I have no idea.
Christopher
What
Walken. Y'all ever seen Catch Me If You Can?
the Leonardo DiCaprio?
Yeah.
20 years
Christopher
ago.
Walken. There's two little blind mice stuck in a pile of milk. You don't know that? It's a good film.
I like your
It's really
Christopher
a good-
Walken here. I had,
It's a good.
That was good.
It's a
yeah,
little Sebastian. but
yeah.
There's 69 variants to the Cinderella story
Let's go through all of them.
around the world.
All right. Hey, Chime is really changing the way people bank. It's fee-free, smarter banking built for real people, not the old school banks that hit you with overdraft and monthly fees. Chime gives you tools that actually make your money work for you. They're not just another app. With features like MyPay, you can access up to $500 of your paycheck anytime, and even get paid up to 2 days early with direct deposit. Plus, no overdraft fees, no minimum balance fees, and no monthly fees. You get solid benefits, fee-free banking with overdraft coverage you can rely on, stress-free credit building, get paid when you choose up to $500, up to 3.5% APY on savings, and 24/7 support from real humans. And now there's a new Chime card, a simple way to build credit with your own money and earn rewards at the same time. No annual fees, no interest. And when you get qualifying direct deposits, you get 1.5% cash back on eligible purchases. I'll be honest, my younger self really would have benefited from something like that. It's a smarter, fee-free way to manage your money. Chime is not just smarter banking, it is the most rewarding way to bank. Join the millions who are already banking fee-free today. It just takes a few minutes to sign up. Head to chime.com/Nate. That is chime.com/Nate.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services, a secured Chime Visa credit card, and MyPay line of credit provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. MyPay eligibility requirements apply, and credit limit ranges $20 to $500. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. See chime.com/fees info. Advertised annual percentage yield with Chime Plus status only. Otherwise, 1.00% APY applies. No min balance required. Chime card on-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. See chime.com for details and applicable terms.
This week's podcast is about
Look at that.
Cartoons.
Cartoons. What a
Um,
segue, dude.
Yeah.
I should be doing the segues up in here.
Pace Magazine last week put out a list of the 30 greatest cartoons of all time, 50 greatest cartoons of all time.
Oh.
So I don't know how you guys want to. 50. Okay. I don't know how you guys want to start this, but I don't know if we just want to deep dive into this or.
Well, I like the idea. I think maybe we should do our own list first,
Okay.
and then see where they rank up.
Yeah.
Here. Now,
Dusty pointed out that we're 3 different generations. I don't know if that's like 10 years probably isn't a generation, but we got
But enough that our cartoons are different.
well, us 3 in particular, right? Like you're what,
32?
31?
32, yeah.
All right, I'm 42 this year.
Wow.
next week, right?
Yeah, the 18th of May.
52, 32, 42.
Right, so we're just
Sorry. Yeah, this is perfect. This
Cave
is perfect.
drawings.
So even though these are not just separate generations, that's enough that we all watched different shows growing up. But when did you guys watch cartoons? Was it Saturday morning cartoons? Like, how did you consume these things as children?
well, Saturday mornings was a big deal.
Yeah.
But also there was Nickelodeon for me, which was big. And as a kid, and I don't know where some of these were at. I'm gonna go. This is the 10, and I'm just gonna rattle them off.
Well,
See,
can I answer his question
Sure.
before you just take over
I
the
just want to set the
podcast?
stage first. Yeah.
Hold your thoughts. I watched Saturday mornings,
Yeah.
and I did not have even Nickelodeon. I just had 3 channels.
ABC, CBS,
and NBC.
NBC.
And Fox didn't exist, but there was a 4th channel that
UPN.
The WB.
no, it was like it was Fox before Fox.
WB was big back then.
You think it was just CBS, ABC, NBC, and the WB?
Listen, I feel like I used to watch the WB a lot.
I don't think the WB was even a thing,
I mean,
but I would watch some of these in syndication. Like
this youngster's coming in here
Yeah, I know.
trashing the WB. You grew up in a different WB.
My
than I did.
only TV credit is the CW, so I'm not trashing. I'm not trashing the WB, its predecessor.
anyway, some of these I watched like in syndication, like afternoons after school or whatever.
Right.
But most of these are Saturday morning. All right. I just wanted to answer your
Mhm.
question. Go ahead,
but
Dustin.
would you sit in front of the TV, bowl of cereal, like?
Oh yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, that was the way
Oh
to do
yeah.
it.
I mean, there was no way to queue up anything, right? Like now, like I had, VHS. I had Looney Tunes on a VHS tape, but it was like other than that, there was no way to queue up a cartoon.
Yeah.
You just had to watch what was coming on.
Were you taping stuff? Were y'all taping stuff from the TV?
Yeah, a lot of times.
We didn't have VCRs when I was
Uh-huh.
really small.
My mom worked at a plant that made VHS tapes.
So that's what y'all were doing that a lot.
Yeah, we had the hookup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what would you watch? What were your go-tos?
Well, maybe we should start. I'm the middle, so maybe we start with Brian
All right.
Okay.
What are we doing?
and then work our way down. Just give us our
Your favorite cartoons.
your
I want to
list.
hear what it is. I want to hear what the plot is. I want to
Because you-
hear why you like it.
You gave us kind of 2 categories, all time and children.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what I did was kind of what I watched as a kid, and then what I watched as an adult.
All right. Well,
But-
as a kid, here's 5. Number 1, Looney Tunes. Now, generally, what I would say is Bugs Bunny because
Yeah,
he was the star, but that also is
Daffy Duck too.
Daffy Duck,
Mhm.
the Roadrunner, Coyote. All those are under
Yosemite Sam too. Was he one
Yosemite
of
Sam.
them?
He was
Porky
always
Pig.
in a Bugs Bunny or Daffy Duck. He was the bad guy
Like Elmer Fudd was the bad guy, right?
with both of those too. Yeah,
Yosemite Sam was trying to kill
I
Bugs
think so,
Bunny as
right?
well.
Yosemite Sam
Yeah.
was maybe in Daffy Duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, had the guns, and
So all these Looney Tunes were just an animal and then somebody trying to kill it.
Yeah,
there was a lot of that.
Oh yeah, because the Roadrunner too. Was that Looney Tunes?
yeah.
And that was
Okay.
the
And
Coyote
it was
was trying
trying
to
to
kill
trying to kill the
It's
Roadrunner.
they're actually pretty violent.
mhm.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mhm.
I like them, but they are like it is constantly hitting something over the head with a pan or a rock or shooting them
But
with
it's
a
a
gun.
cartoon. Who cares? You can do whatever in a cartoon.
Sylvester and Tweety Bird. He's trying to eat Tweety Bird.
There it is. That's-
Tom and Jerry, the cat's trying to eat the mouse.
Tom and Jerry was Looney Tunes too?
I don't
No,
know. It's somewhere in
Okay.
that world.
Was that a separate?
I think that was Hanna-Barbera.
Oh.
But it still is the a lot of classical music with a cartoon.
Not a
So
lot of
it's-
words.
Yeah, so still those same vibe.
Now, I didn't know this till I looked it up. Looney Tunes had been around since like the 30s or 40s when they
Mhm.
first started. And some of those, maybe not that old, but as far back as the 60s, they would re-air when I was a kid. There were some references that I obviously didn't get. They had some Humphrey Bogart and different characters.
Yeah.
There's some really Asian stereotypes in some of these.
It's a lot.
There's a lot that age
You get too far back
pretty
in Looney
badly.
Tunes, you're like,
You're like,
guys.
come on, dude.
Yeah.
I bet even at the time you're like, ugh.
Well, if you watch it now, for sure.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, you weren't thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I love Bugs Bunny. I thought he was so funny, and
Me personally, when I watch Bugs Bunny now, I think he's, kind of a prick. You know what I mean? When you watch him now, you're like, well, you're kind of a jerk out here,
Well,
guys.
the guy's trying to kill him the whole.
I guess you're right about
you
that.
can get a few quips in if you're being shot.
I
at.
actually feel sorry for Elmer Fudd when I watch him. Now.
Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I just do. He's just such a pitiful guy.
or Daffy Duck, so you should feel sorry for because he'll trick Elmer Fudd into shooting Daffy's face off.
Yeah.
Is Elmer Fudd a kid, or is he supposed to be
No,
a
he's not.
full blown adult?
It's supposed to be me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
He's a guy in his 50s with, I don't know. But I love Bugs Bunny because the Roadrunner and Coyote, not really into that so much. I think a lot of people felt this way. They kind of rooted for the Coyote because you started feeling sorry for him, and there was no dialogue.
Right.
You know these cartoons, right?
Sure.
And obviously, with Porky Pig, it would end. With,
That's all, folks.
that's all, folks. So
Bleep, 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 bleep. Today, Junior.
numerous people have suggested
Remember
that's
that?
how we end our podcast with "That's all, folks." And
That's where it comes from.
my T-shirt is me like Porky Pig.
Coming out at
Busting
the end.
out
yeah.
there.
All right.
So-
Now there'll be new merch with you as Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
That'll be coming
And
soon.
Nate as Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
I'll go faster on these.
Okay.
Now, are you showing this stuff to your daughter yet?
No,
You don't think that they're too young?
she just
still?
has her own cartoons that are much more age appropriate. I mean, someday
Okay.
maybe, but
I've
Yeah.
tried to show Daisy some of these. She ain't into it.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it? The animation? You think it just looks so bad compared to modern animation?
Yeah. I'll
don't
try
think
to
it's
put
that-
some on. Like I'll be on YouTube and I'll try to put. She go, no, not this, not this. But it is the older she get, the more I'm like, oh, this is really violent though.
Mhm.
I really try to keep Daisy away from seeing violent stuff.
Even if it's animals in a cartoon,
Yeah.
that's probably good.
She's
Mhm.
so sweet. She doesn't want to hit anybody. She's so sweet with her little brother, and I just want to keep it that way.
I'm going to show my daughter Saving Private Ryan when she's
Yeah.
6 months old.
Yeah.
Just the first 10 minutes on
Yeah.
repeat.
Yeah. My daughter watches Peppa Pig, Bluey. We've covered this.
Yeah.
A lot of adults love Bluey. It's like one of their favorite shows for adults.
That's weird.
All right. Yeah. Well, Drew Harrison is a big Bluey fan. He says it's a good cartoon.
It is good.
Have you watched it?
No.
He says it's good.
Is it like Blue's Clues? It's like one of those?
No, it's like
Yeah.
a cartoon dog family,
Okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't watch it if I didn't have kids, but it's
Okay.
something I can enjoy
Okay.
while she watches it.
Oh, okay.
Drew does watch it without kids.
I mean, I think
Interesting.
that's
Yeah,
okay.
Drew's into it.
All right, I'll go a little faster
But-
here.
I don't care. Yeah. I'm not around.
Yeah. I mean, he says he can't wait for my daughter to finally be into Bluey because she's not into it so that me and him can talk about Bluey. And I mean, I'm into it.
My daughter's not into it as much. She's more Peppa Pig
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right, Inspector Gadget.
Inspector Gadget.
Oh, man, I forgot Inspector Gadget. I used to love. I'm adding that to number 3 for me.
All
Okay.
right. Smurfs. Smurfs were big right when I was the age to really be into cartoons.
I like Smurfs. It wouldn't make my top 10, but I did like that one.
Super Friends. That was superheroes that
Never heard of that.
I remember that a little bit.
What is Super Friends?
it was.
Probably like Avengers.
Yeah, I think this was DC though. I think this was Superman.
Is this
and
where it
Wonder
combined
Woman.
the rings? Is that the Super Friends?
No,
that's a
that's
good-
Captain Planet, though. That's a good one, too.
Oh, man.
Dang, I used to
I
watch
forgot
that
about
one.
that.
I used to
Yeah.
watch that
What
one
is
a
that?
lot.
Is that the guys?
Captain Planet, he's our hero. Gonna take pollution down to 0.
Oh, it was all about global warming and
Yeah.
stuff?
I don't think we're talking about the same thing. You're talking about the Wonder Twins.
I have no idea. This
They-
is all before my
Captain
time.
Planet.
Super Friends cartoon.
They all had rings.
Oh, this is literally Superman and his friends.
Yeah, it's like, what's the movie? With Batman and Superman, they all combined. What is
Batman
Justice League.
versus Superman.
Justice League.
Justice League.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's kind of that.
What was the one now that I got to think about that? Wonder Twins activate or whatever when they
Something like that, yeah, where the rings would touch and it would go.
Yeah, but see, with this one, they had 5 rings. It was earth, wind, water,
Fire.
animals, fire. Yeah. And then they would all combine, and that's when Captain Planet would come out. Like some people would be bulldozing a forest, and they would bring their rings together, and Captain Planet would come out and, I don't know, stop it.
And then they would go, but we need wood to live.
Yeah.
And then they wouldn't listen to him.
And there was probably brainwashing to try to get me into global warming and stuff, but I escaped it. I was like, I still hate pollution, and I'm down to keep pollution down.
Yeah.
But I'm not.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of those.
I'm not buying into the propaganda, though.
And then Speed Racer,
Speed
I
Racer.
never watched that.
which someone just told me recently their parents would not let them watch that.
Why?
I think they thought it was too violent.
Isn't it just driving around in a car? Or do they ever get out of the car?
Yeah, I mean it's Japanese animation, so it was it's a little bit different.
Mhm.
But I don't remember watching that Saturday morning. I remember watching that like in the afternoon or something.
After school.
I feel like I watched a little bit of that, but I was never into that. All right, let me hit you.
Go ahead.
Let me hit you with my kids' ones. I'm going to go real quick. WWF Superstars. That was a cartoon Saturday morning. They had Andre the Giant,
Yep.
Hulk Hogan, all
Yeah.
that. That was a good one. The Batman cartoon. That was when I was a little more of a teenager. Forget it had an actual name, Gotham City or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Really great cartoon though.
Okay.
More serious. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Chip and Dale. Danger. That was a good one.
What would they do?
They just, they were, I don't know.
Solve crimes.
It's like
Yeah.
This is like Magnum PI.
Yeah, they had those at that outfit. On,
Okay.
and they would solve crimes or whatever. And then I had Bugs Bunny and Daffy Duck. Here's one, Heathcliff the Cat. It's spelled like Heathcliff, but we always called it Heathcliff. So I don't know if, that was a fun one. I was always into that.
This looks like a Walmart brand Garfield.
Yeah, a little bit. Like he was living in the trash can or whatever.
Oh, he's like a stray cat.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like this
He's
show.
got a little more edge to him than
Yeah.
Garfield.
Exactly. I like that show a lot. This one, I kind of watched it, and it's still on today, but I was more into it as a kid, and that's The Simpsons. I'm not been into The Simpsons so much as an adult, but when I was a kid, I loved The Simpsons. Then there was Bobby's World. Bobby's World was Howie Mandel's show when I was a kid. Great Saturday morning cartoon. Doug.
Wow.
Doug was really
It's
good.
the first overlap on my
Yeah.
list.
Okay.
Yeah.
Doug, I was becoming a little bit more of a teenager watching Doug.
What's
but
Doug? I don't know what that is.
So Doug, there were 2 iterations of it. It was originally a Nickelodeon cartoon.
That's
Okay.
where I remember it as a Nickelodeon.
And then from like early 90s. And then 2 years later, Disney, I guess, bought the rights and re-released it as a Disney cartoon.
All right.
The animation's a little different. I like the Nickelodeon version better.
Yeah, it's really good.
But it's just this dorky kid just trying to live life, man. And everybody's
Yeah.
a different color. People are blue. His best friend Skeeter down there, he just honks. He
Yeah.
barely even talks.
All right.
And that's the love of his life right there, Patty Mayonnaise.
Wow. That's a nice
Some of these
name.
names are insane.
Yeah.
I'm realizing.
Doug Funny is his name.
Doug Funny.
All right.
And that's the bully over on the right, Roger Klotz. And he lives in a trailer park. So he's a bully, but really he's just dealing with his own stuff.
Yeah, his
you know?
dad's probably an alcoholic, drug addict.
I think he is at
Yeah.
one point. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Then we go Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Okay. That's Nate's
Is this
favorite.
too edgy?
No. Too edgy. What do you
I was like, okay.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
No. You looked at her when I said about his trailer
Well,
park
no,
dad.
I'm just surprised it's a kid's cartoon that they're
Oh.
dealing with
Oh,
drugs. and
we used to get into stuff in these
Yeah.
cartoons, man.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the first cartoon, really great. I had all the toys. I had a toy like whole sewer system, Master Splinter, really great. And I added last minute Inspector Gadget. That was one of my favorites. I mean, he talked to his watch. He had his little helper Penny. It was really, really good. And then my top 2, Masters of the Universe, He-Man and Masters of the Universe. Such a hot cartoon when I was a kid.
Masters of the Universe.
Yeah.
You had a joke about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this main guy? That's He-Man?
That's
the main?
Adam.
Okay.
And Adam has a sword, and he will hold it up to the sky, and he says, "By the power of Grayskull," and then he becomes He-Man, Master of the
Sounds
Universe.
satanic, but
Interesting.
whatever.
Well, my mom was not watching things like that like I was, so I was into it, and It's really great. And then they made a movie. The movie doesn't get a lot of credit, but it's Dolph Lundgren is in it as He-Man.
Is it a live action movie?
Live action.
Okay.
I think it's really good. It's got Courtney Cox, one of her first movies.
Wow.
She's in He-Man, Masters of the Universe. And then my number one favorite cartoon of all time as a kid, G.I. Joe.
Wow.
That was
G.I. Joe cartoon.
That I had a million G.I.
This is
Joe.
it right here?
Yeah.
Like that's what it looked like?
I had a million G.I. Joes as a kid, and I loved G.I. Joe.
Now, have y'all gone back and watched any of this stuff as an adult and see how it's aged?
Yeah, it's all terrible.
Yeah.
In what way?
Well, I mean, G.I. Joe is just like, I don't know. It's just not fun to watch. Master of the Universe is pretty ridiculous. Inspector Gadget, I've not watched.
I haven't either.
I'm sure some of it's good.
But I mean, this didn't make my list, but other classic cartoons like the Flintstones, Scooby Doo.
Oh,
Right.
Flintstones.
Right.
Yeah. Scooby Doo. I used to watch those a lot. Yeah.
Yeah,
Those are
and
great.
I remember when
Cartoons used to be really good. They just are not a lot of good cartoons now.
well, I wouldn't. No, I mean the ones for our daughters are, I would say, really good, right?
Nah.
You know,
Peppa Pig is not holding up like,
but that's for 2-year-olds.
okay. Well, I guess so. But I'm just saying, I don't know what the cartoons are at now, but they don't have a Scooby Doo.
Yeah, it's a it's a different vibe. But even Scooby, I remember when they added Scrappy Doo.
Yeah.
What a
That's when-
scrappy dude.
That's when they jumped the
Scrappy.
shark. It's like a puppy that they were.
That's when the show about a
Bad
talking
ideas.
dog jumped the shark.
well, Scooby didn't really talk.
He talked. Yeah, I mean, Shaggy talked to him, and
Yeah.
maybe Shaggy was just high.
Yeah.
But Scrappy's like a full-on, like, it's like, all right, dude, don't come up in here and you take control of the show.
I've never
Yeah,
even
I
heard of
agree.
Scrappy Doo.
Yeah, it was in the later years, and that's like
And
I'll
the
still
Harlem Globetrotters showed up. That was a fun episode.
Oh yeah,
The Harlem Globetrotters came to an open mic in Nashville once.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever heard about that?
No.
Their trainer is an open mic comic, a young woman, and they were in town doing something, and she came and did the mic, and the Harlem Globetrotters showed up.
Wow.
And you know, you're not profiling people when you see like 9 enormously tall black dudes walk in. You're like, what is happening?
yeah.
Yeah.
Surely they're not the Harlem. You don't want to assume
You guys,
they're the Harlem Globetrotters,
you guys play basketball? You ever thought about playing basketball?
but they are.
Don't get into comedy. You can try basketball.
Right.
You guys are pretty tall.
And they came and they sat in the back and they were awesome, dude. They watched the whole open mic. They laughed at everybody. It was like a great mic.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of the few nights I wasn't at that mic. They were like, the next day I go, how was the mic last night? Yeah, the Harlem Globetrotters were there.
Oh, geez.
What?
You were like, I was at home watching Doug.
Well, this is interesting because I'm hearing y'all's favorite cartoons. I
Yeah.
don't know if this is a function of when I grew up or if it's a reflection of me, but all of my cartoons that I watched were of real life stuff.
These are kids' cartoons.
These
though,
are for
right?
kids.
When you were kids. Okay.
Yeah, no superhero stuff, nothing supernatural, just all normal. It could be a TV show
Okay.
if they wanted it to be. So these are my favorites. Doug, we've already talked about. Hey Arnold was a
Okay.
big one. This takes place in what I assume is New York City. There are theories that it takes place somewhere else, but it's in an urban area.
I'll tell
These-
you what, though, if Arnold's real, he's getting made fun of.
Well, he's made fun of relentlessly in the show.
Oh, okay.
He's called Football Head.
Okay, yeah.
That's
that
him
makes
right there
sense,
in the
yeah.
front. That's his best friend Gerald.
They
That's
would definitely call him football head at my school.
This is Harold right here, the fat kid. He's a bully, but he's Jewish. So there's an
Okay.
episode where you go to his bar mitzvah, and really, he's struggling with his own weight and everything else.
He's got his own issues.
Bad relationship with his parents. That's Sid. He's the poor kid. Stinky Peterson on the top left. I mean, just a great mix of people.
I've
Helga.
seen a little Hey Arnold.
She's the bully, Helga, but she's actually in love with Arnold the whole series.
Okay.
So there's a little tension there.
Okay.
This show, I used to love just the freedom of these kids running around the city, no parents anywhere.
Mhm.
Right. They would go take the train at like 2 a.m. And you're like, who's letting these kids do this? Right. But Arnold grew up in a boarding house with all kinds of random people in there.
All
It was
right, I like
crazy.
this show.
It was crazy. And if you watch it, there's like some some of the episodes are sad and they explore like real stuff. This is a great show.
Where did it air?
Nickelodeon.
Okay.
This is like the mid to late 90s.
Yeah. So you guys had professional cartoon channels.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, that's all they aired. And we didn't have cable, but I remember the cable guy, when he was setting up our TV, he was like, we'll give you Nickelodeon.
Wow.
Just Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon and ESPN.
Wow.
Because I think he knew my dad. I think he went to the same church as us or something. So he's like, I'll give y'all Nickelodeon and ESPN. So we had basic cable and then Nickelodeon and ESPN.
Wow.
That's all we had. So I didn't grow up with, we had Cartoon Network was around, but we didn't have it in our house.
Yeah.
So I didn't watch any of those, just Nickelodeon and
Okay.
Nice.
yeah. And then the other one, Rocket Power. Have you ever heard of this?
No.
Rocket Power is a Nickelodeon cartoon.
Well, who is this kid though? I know this kid.
Skate Kids. That's Otto Rocket right there. He's like,
To the right here, that's a kid from another cartoon.
that's Squid, dude. He's called Squid. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like I watched this cartoon and I feel like this guy had a different name.
Maybe. It's just about kids, again, running around. Parents are not really
Rugrats.
around.
This seems like Rugrats.
Well, yeah, this is after
Looks
Rugrats.
similar.
So maybe
But
this
the
is
animation-
when the Rugrats are grown up.
The animation looks similar. There was a show called Rugrats All Grown Up when they
Yeah.
were 12.
Oh, okay.
Which is so funny to call them all grown up and they're
This
in middle
guy
school.
seems like a Rugrat though.
Well, just the animation's
Skeeter, yeah.
similar. Yeah, but that's Twister and that's Rocket Girl and that's Squid. He's the new kid.
Okay.
Another great show. Let's pull it up right here. Fillmore. Now, y'all are not going to have heard of this
Never
show.
heard
This
of
show
Fillmore.
was so short-lived. It used to air Saturday mornings on ABC. I used to love cop shows. I told you we watched Law and Order as a kid, as a family. This was Law and Order, but at a school. Dude. That's Fillmore, the main character. He was like a thug kid.
Okay.
He got in trouble for stealing chalk. And then they're like, you can go to detention or you can become a cop, essentially.
Okay.
So it's a parody of cop shows, but it's hall monitors at a school. So they just solve crimes. The
Let me
crimes.
guess. This girl is the girl who does. She's is the scientist. You ever see the? You ever see what's the one with Mark?
CSI?
Yeah, like you know how he has the weird girl that is always like.
Oh,
yeah.
that's NCIS.
Yeah,
The weird
yeah.
girl. Similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. They all work on this hall
She's a
monitor
little goth.
police force. And there's like a captain, that's him in the back, and he's always drinking coffee.
Oh yeah.
And the funniest part about the show to me was when they find the perp, they chase them. They have these chase scenes, and you're like, they got to come to school the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, just let them come to school the next day.
Yeah.
There's no point of chasing these kids. But that show is fun. It only lasted 2 seasons. The biggest one for me was this show, Recess.
Never
Disney's
heard of
Recess.
No.
Aired Saturday mornings on ABC.
Are you
Used
the
to
blonde
watch
kid
this
there?
show. I'm a little bit of
That's me at the top.
That's so mean. If you're listening, he just pointed at the fattest kid in the group.
I'm the kid with the backwards hat. No, I'm the cool kid.
I'm a little bit of everybody in this group. TJ's the leader of this group. He's the cool kid. And then there's Spinelli. She's the feisty. She's into like, I don't know. She's just kind of mean, but she's fun. He's the athlete. Vince is the athlete. Gus is the dorky new kid. He's the poet. The fat guy, Mikey's the poet of the group. And then that's the smart girl. And they exist on this playground where there's an entire society. There's a king. There's a class system. It was so much fun, dude. I watched the show all the time as a kid. Recess. Highly
I
recommend
like
it.
that.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad that you had a couple I had not heard of.
Mm-hmm.
It is funny though how the segue. Mine are all totally ridiculous. Yours was a blend of kind of transforming
Yeah.
into more, and then yours was just
Mine are all, there was like SpongeBob was around, and that's obviously, it's like sea creatures.
Yeah.
right.
But all the ones that I really gravitated towards were just real kids. Like that could have been a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing crazy in it, but a lot
All
of
right.
fun.
Oh.
What about adults?
All right. I looked up, by the way, I'm still on this Wonder Twins.
Mhm.
So they were part of the all new Super Friends hours, and they would touch their fist and say the phrase Wonder Twin powers activate.
And that's where the
Yeah.
rings would touch.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All time. I don't, these are a few like specials, like number 1, Charlie Brown's Christmas.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm
Now, a
gonna
lot of
watching that
people, I know I
bunch.
said I was Elmer Fudd. A lot of people on the podcast say I'm Charlie Brown. I don't feel that way, but I'm okay. I like Charlie Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I like Charlie Brown, and I like that. I used to watch that a lot growing up. Charlie Brown's Christmas.
It's very good. I mean, it's amazing that came out in the 60s and it's about commercialization of Christmas. and it was the 60s.
Is it really about that?
Yeah, Charlie Brown's upset because everyone's just into, his dog enters a contest for best decoration and wins. And
Yeah, I mean, our society has been in decline for a long time.
that's amazing. That's from the 60s when you think it was whatever.
Do you think Charles Schultz, do you think he made this cartoon for free? Or did he get paid to do it?
Oh, you're trying to make a point about.
Well, what's Charlie Brown's deal? Why is he always, everything's bad and is happening to him?
Yeah.
Is it just bad luck or does he bring it on a little bit?
That's a fair question, I guess. I don't know.
Well, he's got to bring it on a little bit. You got to know Lucy's going to pull the football. You
Okay.
got to be smarter than that.
Okay. So he's a little bit of a dunce, but just bad luck.
I don't know if he's a dunce or if he's just trusting, right? Maybe that's it. Like he just trusts that Lucy this time is going to hold the football.
Oh, so he's good to a fault in this world that just beats on him.
I think so. I don't know enough about him to speak on it.
What do
I
you
mean,
think?
the Peanuts comic strip went on for decades.
Right.
There's not that many, I don't think, actual live animation. There's specials,
But it started and is primarily just like cartoons in a newspaper.
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think the Peanuts went
Peanuts.
on for a long, long time. But that's really good. I mean, there's a scene where Linus gets up and talks about the meaning of Christmas and, and recites a scripture from the Bible. And
Oh,
it's
interesting.
amazing that that's still on primetime TV
Yeah.
every year.
Also has the best soundtrack, the best Christmas music
Oh, yeah.
ever. This Charlie Brown Christmas.
Schroeder on
It's like great jazz music. Too.
Yeah.
It's really, really awesome.
just a couple more. Garfield's Halloween special. It was actually scary. As a kid, it was like
Garfield was great. I really like Garfield too.
Garfield's Halloween. This was scary.
I mean, yeah, for a cartoon, like maybe not that shot
Well,
right there.
you got to realize he's not been like your cartoons were all reality, right?
Yeah.
So he's not been jaded. Your parents were making you watch Law and Order SVU.
I was just an innocent kid.
It's just a white sheet with two eyeballs. He goes, ooh.
There were some scary scenes. All right.
Yeah, you were desensitized too early.
I was calloused.
Also, Christmas here. How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Frosty the Snowman.
Those are all great.
classics.
Those
So
are
you know-
timeless too.
Oh, these are just all time. These are not necessarily ones you just enjoyed as an adult.
Yeah, they're kind of all time. I thought that's what you said we were supposed to do.
I lost track. I thought we would do
See,
some as a kid and then some as an adult.
this is why you let him run the podcast
That's
stuff.
true.
See? Stop
That
trying
is
to
true.
do stuff yourself.
Yeah. All right, I'll do a couple as an adult. Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh,
You
that's
watch
on
that
my
show?
list. I love that
You
show.
don't watch that show?
That's on my list. I love that show.
What
I
is
thought nobody would have that on the list. Boom.
This show stinks.
Oh,
Really?
Gosh, I love
I
that
don't know.
show.
I've never seen it,
It's
but
so
I could just,
funny.
I'm just looking at it. It looks like the worst show ever
It does
made.
look like the worst, but it's really funny.
What is
Well-
it? A drink and a thing of fries and a meatball talking to each other?
Meatwad.
I never. Yeah, it's Meatwad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Get it right.
Meatwad is
Shake.
Yeah, and then they got
shake.
and then they got a neighbor, Carl.
Yeah, there's Carl. I never got into Adult Swim. All those are so weird. But
Mhm.
somebody told me about. There was a period they're like, "Oh, you should watch Aqua Teen Hunger Force," and it was funny.
It is really funny.
Squidbillies. Watched that for a while.
Oh, that's a great one. I'm going to add that to number 10. I forgot about it. That way I can have 10. I forgot
Okay.
about it.
Okay, I recognize this little octopus thing
Yeah.
or squid.
Squid.
Yeah.
I actually have that hat. That's hilarious. Somebody gave me that hat in a show.
You have a hat that says Booty Hunter on
Yeah,
it?
I have that exact hat.
Wow.
Somebody gave that to me at a show.
Yeah, wear
That's
that on the
hilarious.
podcast sometime.
Yeah.
I think that's shot in Atlanta, and I think a lot of Atlanta comics have done some voicing on it.
Oh, that's fun.
Not shot, I guess, but
Yeah.
animated in Atlanta. Quiet on set.
Yeah.
Well, it used to be
Mr. Squid, come on out.
I think Billy Joe Shaver's done some stuff on it, I think, and country singer that I like.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want me to hit my 10?
Sure.
I'm going to go
I
Squid.
didn't do 10, but that's enough.
I'm going to go Squidbillies first, but obviously I just wrote that down. I'm going South Park number 9. South Park gets a little too much for me, but I would be lying if I did not say I had not enjoyed a ton of South Park
Yeah.
episodes.
Because when it came out, you were the perfect age.
Yeah, I mean, I was in high school when it came out. I mean, I've laughed at South Park a lot. There's a show that I just recently started, but it's one of my all-time favorites already because it's so good, and I'm into anything Mike Judge does. And this is Tales from the Tour Bus, which is he just animates basically interviews. The first season is all country music, and the very first episode is Johnny Paycheck, and it's so great. It's so good.
Looks funny.
The next, Beavis and Butthead, really great. I wasn't able to watch it as a kid, but I've gone back and watched a lot as an adult. Very funny. Bob's Burgers, great cartoon. Futurama, like that one a lot. That's the Simpsons creator. Love that one. Number 4 is more of a movie, but it's called Planet Hulk, and it is basically Ragnarok, but in this, Hulk wins. It's not.
That's a regular show.
It was
a regular cartoon.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Never heard of this.
Yeah. Thor does not win in this. The whole problem with the Marvel universe is that they used Hulk as kind of like this punching bag to show how strong the other Avengers were. And I didn't read a ton of comic books, but from what I understand, Hulk, people don't beat up on Hulk like that.
I'm so surprised. I'm always surprised you're so into superhero stuff because it feels so against everything else
It's like it's from your childhood. You know, you get into all these things as a child, and then
like Harry Potter.
Exactly. Exactly. So,
except
it is exactly like it.
Yeah.
But why is it okay? Not okay for him to like Harry Potter now, but
it is okay for him to like it. It's witchcraft, but it is okay for him to like it. Okay. You know. And then number 3, I put Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Laughed at that a lot as an adult. Number 2, Family Guy.
Family Guy is so great.
And number 1, adult cartoon of all time, King of the Hill.
King of the Hill is unbelievable.
So a lot of people call you
Dale Gribble.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other than being, super weak, I agree with him. Dale Gribble's a super weak man. But other than that, I agree with him.
He is a weak guy, right?
He is.
I mean, his wife is having a kid with what's his name?
What is his name? John Redwood, I think. Is it Redwood?
I don't know.
Red Man? Isn't it? It's something on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Great cartoon.
But I love that cartoon, though. What is the guy?
But what is it about? What is it about a cartoon? Any of these, if they were live action, I feel like the charm of it would be gone.
Yeah.
To some degree, yeah. And I think Mike Judge animation is really good because it's not perfect animation, but it's just in the way that it's like animation can be too good now to where I think that a little bit of it letting you know, because there's another one like it's called like 6 Ounce Mouse or something like that. It's like some of the worst animation ever, but it was pretty good.
Big Loudmouth, that one?
No, it's like something mouse. It's like a certain ounce mouse.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like it's pretty good. I mean, it's just the dialogue that goes back and forth. And I mean, King of the Hill is number 1 cartoon of all time. Now, hopefully, I mean, I've been pitching a cartoon. I sold a cartoon to Hulu one time that never got made. And then I sold one to another company and it never got made, but I'm working on some stuff.
Can you tell us anything about them?
Let me see if I can find it. I don't even know anything about it yet, but
that's probably why your pitch didn't get picked up.
Well, that's true. No,
I don't know anything about what I'm about
this
to
cartoon idea.
No, the old one.
It.
If I could find a picture of, I would share it.
Yeah, airdrop it to me.
Of the old, but
so
I'll look for it.
I did not watch, still don't, most of these adult cartoons. The Simpsons started when I was in high school. That's how long it's been around, and I really have rarely watched it. But I know there's so many cultural references that come from The Simpsons. Yesterday, we're headed to the airport in Albuquerque. We drive by. Our Uber driver has given us a tour of the city, basically. We didn't ask him to, but he just volunteered to tell us, about a tour of the city.
Now,
I'm sorry, what?
I'm sorry. He just pulled it up.
Yeah, but he's in the middle of the story.
Sorry.
I'll wrap this up.
Jeez, guys.
Until you're bored.
Jeez. All right, sorry.
We drive by.
I've been searching for it the whole time you've been telling the story, so I was not.
You know that we weren't just sitting quietly waiting for you to pull
I know,
it
but
up,
I missed all the story.
Okay, yeah.
Yesterday, I'm in Albuquerque. We're headed to the airport. Our Uber driver voluntarily starts giving us a tour of the city,
Right.
which I'm interested because Breaking Bad, and there's a lot of stuff there.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
drive by their minor league baseball stadium,
Isotopes.
Isotopes.
Right.
That came from The Simpsons. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that at all.
Apparently, there's an episode, I have it here somewhere because I remember it, where they're moving the team from Springfield in The Simpsons, and they're sorry. The Springfield Isotopes from The Simpsons, season 2 called Dancin' Homer, in which the main character, Homer Simpson, temporarily becomes his local team's mascot. In the episode, Homer attempts to thwart the team's plan to move to Albuquerque by going on a hunger strike.
Wow.
And they did a fan vote, and they called themselves the
I just
Isotopes.
assumed it was something to do with nuclear energy or something.
I think that helps.
yeah. I think it's a good fit for it.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Now, I'm sorry, Dusty, we'll get to that. Maybe one more question, though. The Simpsons, is, in your mind, Homer the main character?
Well, when I was a kid, Bart Simpson was the main.
Me too.
Because it was like, I mean, that's what I would say. I want to watch Bart Simpson. I wouldn't say The Simpsons. I mean, Bart Simpson was the main character.
And
Somewhere it shifted, though.
I had a toy Bart Simpson.
Do you think it shifted from your perspective or in the show, the way the show told the story?
Well, who's your
I
perspective?
never really watched The Simpsons. I was not allowed to watch it as a kid and never really picked it up as an adult.
I just think that as we grew with the show, I think they shifted it to Homer because now we're adults.
Maybe so. But who would you envision? Because I didn't watch The Simpsons either.
When I think of the show, I think of Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
I think with the donut, that's what I
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah. I feel like they shifted it.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at this.
Well, it was a working title. We weren't like, this is the name. This was just kind of a working title. But yeah, this was our animation. Obviously, I'm the little kid there with a hat that says Dusty on it.
If you're listening, it's outside a trailer.
Yeah, and then there's my mom has got her arm on me, and then the 2 other girls are my sisters, and then that's my brother-in-law in the lawn chair, and then their daughter. Right? So that was
That's amazing. Too.
yeah.
That is amazing. There's a possum on the roof, I believe.
Yeah, because I got a joke. A possum's got a toothbrush. I got a joke about a possum.
Was that going to be a character in the show? The
Yeah.
possum was like your
Yeah.
pet,
Not my pet, but it was going to be kind of a thing that would pop up.
just
a lot.
always around.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
Looks like some California redwoods back there.
Well, that is what I told him. I said, "Well, I said this is great, but I was like, your trees are off. You got the wrong trees."
Yeah, put some pine trees out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, your trees are off, but everything else looks good. Even the concrete steps, that cement block steps.
Now,
That
what
is
is what
amazing.
is this girl doing? She has more of a
that's-
9 to 5 job.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there was we had the kind of 2 sisters, one being more redneck than the other kind of thing. going.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
that's fun.
And then that's my sister trying to get out of the.
Wow.
And that's your other sister and her baby?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
And where does this stand? Could this happen?
Well, I don't know. Something like this could happen, but this was the one I sold to Hulu in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And now
What happened in 2020?
Well, I think what happened was King of the Hill was announced that they were coming back. And apparently King of the Hill is coming back, but it takes a long time.
yeah. The animation takes forever.
Yeah. So that was announced that it was coming back, and I think it killed my show.
hmm
Greg Garcia, like I said, was on the road with us this weekend. He worked on a couple of seasons of Family Guy as a writer.
Oh, that's
He
cool.
said it's so fun just to say, we're in Saudi Arabia, and you can just write a scene.
you can just do
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Yeah,
Where
do
if you're doing
whatever.
a live action show,
Yeah.
And the guy writing this with me was a writer from Family Guy. And I thought we wrote a really great script. It was really funny.
yeah.
We just had tons of free time during 2020. I'm just zooming with this guy and we're writing it. And you're right. You just do whatever you want with
Yeah.
animation. You write whatever you want.
That's crazy because there's stuff you probably don't even think of if you're doing a live action show.
Right.
Because obviously we can't go to the Sahara Desert
Yeah.
or the Eiffel Tower or
Right.
whatever. That's so cool.
Right.
Yeah.
So we should go through that list real fast and see if there's
Yeah,
anything
yeah.
we missed.
Yeah, let's just go through. We got a few minutes left here. This is the top 50 50 cartoon characters.
Oh,
Is that the list you sent me?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Top 50 cartoon characters. Let's just go down to the top 10.
Sure.
Yeah, I've already skipped past
Winnie the Pooh, great.
Steven Universe. Never even heard of this.
No.
Not
either.
familiar. Created 2013.
13,
That's
a
beyond that.
little past my prime. Zuko from Avatar, The Last Airbender. Never watched that.
I didn't either.
Here we go. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
They lumped all 4 of them in.
Yeah, see, that was my show right there. I mean, that show, I had all those toys. I mean, that show was great.
That's by far Nate's favorite.
Scooby-Doo and Shaggy.
Yeah,
Never knew his last name.
me either.
Shaggy Rogers? That doesn't even sound real.
Great characters.
Voiced
though.
by Casey Kasem.
Also, have you ever had the Scooby snacks, the actual snacks?
Mm-mm.
Pretty
No.
good. It's pretty good. They're like gummies.
Yeah,
Yeah, that tastes good. Mickey Mouse?
no doubt.
Ugh.
I'm not a big fan, but no doubt that's one of the greatest characters.
I
of
think
all
he's the
time.
most popular, probably worldwide.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you say?
Oh, sure. Yeah, the ears are just the ears alone are iconic.
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob SquarePants
Great
is up
character.
there. Yeah. Tom and Jerry,
wow, that's surprising. They're in the top 4.
Charlie Brown and Snoopy.
Yeah,
3, and then number 2, Homer Simpson. Not surprising. I think the longest running TV show of all time, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then number 1, Bugs Bunny. I mean, that's a solid list.
Well,
Space
go
Magazine.
back here, up a little bit.
Mhm.
No, back down to Homer.
Yeah.
Right here. It says,
The
okay.
first
It
2
was
seasons
a
of The
Halloween
Simpsons
episode
were
was the
focused on
666.
Bart, but as it became Homer centric, the show became something truly special.
That's interesting.
So it did shift.
Yeah,
Oh, that's fun.
I think the first popular cartoon I read was Mickey Mouse. It was called Steamboat Willie. And there's a scene in
Yeah.
I think I've seen that.
there's a scene in Saving Private Ryan where they can't capture a Nazi soldier and they're about to execute him. And he's trying to show them, guys, I'm Americanized now. I love America. And I think one of the references he tries to say is Steamboat Willie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So-
Yeah. And he starts singing the national anthem and he goes, "Oh, say, can you see?
Yeah.
Oh, say, can you
Oh,
see? Oh, say, can you see?" It's actually a really heartbreaking scene.
Yeah, Betty Boop. I think he references Betty Boop, another cartoon.
And that guy comes back and kills a bunch of Americans at the end after they let him out.
jeez.
Spoiler
Yeah.
alert.
War is hell, boys.
There's Flintstones was the first primetime cartoon, and there's a commercial. I think I sent to you a cigarette ad where they use the Fred Flintstone and Barney to promote cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
How about that? The good old days, huh?
that's what I'm saying.
It's very funny. They're out hanging out. Their wives are working. They're like, "This is tough, man. Let's go in the back and get away from this." That's Barney saying, "Let's get out of here." And they go in the back and
Wait, they're just trying to get away from their wives working?
yeah, it's a very funny. Even today, it would be very funny. They're like, "This is tough to watch. Let's go hang out." And then he's like, I could really relax with some cigarettes, some Winston's.
Some Winstons,
Yeah, not a
dude.
bad
Winston
idea.
100s.
Yeah.
Well, they work really hard. Those guys. I mean,
Yeah,
Fred
that's
and Barney work at a rock.
That's
factory.
true. That's true.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like,
They're
yeah.
not just like lazy bums.
Yeah, I mean they work really hard.
Yeah, you're right. That's how it starts with them sliding down the
Yeah,
back of the dinosaur. Here's a couple of phrases.
This is so funny.
I know.
I'm trying to
working
imagine
on-
like a SpongeBob commercial where they're
Yeah.
doing this.
You work in a rock factory. You deserve a cigarette. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Cowabunga. You know what that's from?
My old boss used to smoke Winston's. Cowabunga is
It's a phrase.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Oh,
Ninja
yeah.
Turtles. When you said, I remember the episode where you said, "I think, therefore I am" is the
Mhm.
most popular phrase.
Cogito ergo sum.
Whatever.
And Nate said cowabunga.
yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. He's a big Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's up, Doc?
Big
That's
one.
funny.
Big one.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting Teenage Mutant Turtle Power, something like that.
What's the most popular theme song for a cartoon?
Probably the SpongeBob one, dude, for my generation.
Chip and Dale's
Are
is
you
pretty
ready,
popular.
kids? Aye, aye, Captain. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob.
It's for sure. But
Yeah,
Chip
yeah.
and Dale's was a big one.
Mhm.
Chip
Mine's-
and Dale's.
Mine's the Jetsons.
That's
pretty
here's
popular.
George Jetson.
Or Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo theme. Some
What is the Scooby Doo thing?
Scooby-Doo.
Oh man,
where
yeah,
are
that's a
you?
big one. That's a big one for sure.
G.I. Joe, American Heroes.
Well, you know what
something like
probably
that.
transcended all that was the Batman. Yeah. I've never even seen
But
that cartoon.
that was a real show that was doing that.
But I've never seen that cartoon. But I know the thing.
But that cartoon,
that wasn't a cartoon.
that wasn't the theme of the cartoon. That was the theme of the real show.
No, I'm sorry.
The cartoon was pretty dark.
But I think the opening where they do that, it's animated, isn't it?
Kung pow.
Maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right. Buying glasses used to feel way more complicated than it ever needed to be. Everything was just overpriced. The styles felt outdated. and somehow you needed a spreadsheet just to understand what you were buying. And shopping online, how are you supposed to know if frames will look good on your face from one tiny picture? That's why I'm obsessed with Warby Parker. They've completely changed the experience. Their virtual try-on is a total game changer. You just point your phone camera and instantly see frames on your face in real time. I've tried other virtual try-ons that felt off, but Warby Parker's actually work. You can really tell how the glasses will look and fit. Look, these glasses I'm wearing right here, I've never been a big glasses guy, but I got these recently, and people talk about how good they look on me. They're very lightweight, very stylish, and that's thanks to Warby Parker. When it comes to quality for the price, Warby Parker is unbeatable. Their prescription glasses start at just $95, so you don't have to choose between stylish frames and affordability anymore. You can have both. They even have over 300 retail stores if you want to shop in person. They're giving you better-looking prescription eyewear at a fraction of the price. Now, our listeners get 15% off plus free shipping when you buy 2 or more pair at warbyparker.com/Nate. That's 15% off at warbyparker.com/Nate. After you purchase, tell them our show sent you to support the podcast.
Today, we're talking about school. It's back to school this week here in at least Nashville. And I think pretty much everywhere in the country, people go back to school in August. I think when I was in school, we would start after Labor Day. That was kind of
in September.
Yeah, like maybe
I think that's how it was for me too.
it could have been like the Tuesday, like literally the day after Labor Day. I don't remember, but Laura was telling us about how now they're considered year-round schools. It's not that different, but they do start earlier because they have fall break and a spring break. We never had a fall break.
We never had a fall break
growing up.
Well, there's a lot of data to suggest that a better model would be to eliminate summer vacation altogether and just have year-round school.
I think I'd prefer that.
And you just have and you'd have another like fall break, another like week break somewhere in there. But taking 2 months off, you don't retain a lot of what you learned. There's a lot of data that says all the kids will be better off. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I think there's so much useless stuff that goes on in school anyway. I just think about the stuff that
you think the lack of retention is good?
Yeah, I mean, it's just
we do need to get
forget some of this.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I think we should like be learning really practical things, like so that when we get out of school, we know how to do stuff. Like people don't know how to pay bills, they don't know how to balance checkbooks, they don't know how to do their taxes. They don't. I think we should be learning all this stuff. I think you should know how to cook basic food for yourself. I mean, and then we come out very productive humans instead of being like, we just come out ready to go to college. We're like, let's get in debt.
Now, there are some classes in high school that do some of that. Home ec.
But they're electives that you can
They
take.
are.
I think we should focus, like, it's like, like calculus was a class that you could take and it's like, it's like if you want to get into math later on, like get into it in college.
I thought you meant like once you retire.
No, it's
then
like,
take up a hobby.
Yeah, it's like I don't need calculus in high school. Like let's go algebra. Let's do algebra 1.
But do you think the kid that wants to take calculus is also the kid that needs to take a class on how to button his shirt?
Button your shirt is that's a stretch. If he doesn't know how to button his shirt, then the answer is yes. But I think these are classes that people need to be taken where they learn. Like we took a sewing class. It was an elective. We took something, but I know how to sew.
You took sewing as an elective?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It was middle school, so it was a kind of a required thing.
Really?
Oh.
So I know how to sew with a needle and thread. I learned to use a sewing machine. I haven't done that in a long time, so I don't know if I could do it. But
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I think
but can you do calculus?
I don't even know what calculus is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I barely. Well, let's go over like where we went. Like mine's pretty simple. I was 1st through 8th grade at the same school. It was the smallest school in the county.
1st through 8?
Yeah, I didn't go to kindergarten.
Okay.
1st through 8th grade at the same school. And then I went from the smallest school in the county to the biggest school in the county in high school. And so I was only at 2 schools before college.
When you got to the big school, like, because this happened to my mom too, was that a real adjustment?
Oh, yeah. But it was great because I was with the same kids for 8 years,
Mhm.
and there's just a few of us.
Yeah.
And then you get to high school, and you're a freshman. You see the senior girls, and you're like,
yeah.
they're women,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
and they seem so mature and just put together. And yeah, it was a huge adjustment. It was so nice though to be around other kids that you hadn't been around all the time though,
Right.
and doing stuff. I was hot. I mean,
Whoa.
that's probably
That's a good look, though. I'm going to be honest.
It
with
is a good look.
Yeah.
You got kind of the Dusty Slay glasses.
Yeah.
going
yeah.
on.
That's why you
Yeah.
think it's a good look. Okay.
you. I think it's a good look. I mean, you got a.
Well, I had hair.
What is that? Yeah, I mean, I like it. I'm into
Is that
it.
a Lacoste shirt?
It could be. It could be. It's a good call on that.
Yeah.
I was 3rd grade, maybe. I
I
don't
mean,
know.
your hair looks good. You got
It
a
does
good
look
head
good,
of
man.
hair, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I've had a haircut like that. I had a haircut like that most of my life.
Is that kind of an Alabama bangs?
I would say
Cut there?
like a Alabama swoop.
Yeah, the Bama swoop.
Bama
That's what we used
swoop?
to call it,
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much, I mean,
Dang, that's a good
Public
look.
schools.
oh yeah.
Yeah. Was there ever talk of, there were like Christian schools or private schools that you would have maybe gone to, or was it?
There is one in Lebanon that, I mean, it's still there, but I don't ever remember any talk about it.
Mhm.
I just don't think we could afford it. And,
Yeah.
so, and I mean, you went to private Christian school. I see advantages and disadvantages.
Uh-huh.
I mean, my daughter now, I'll be considering for her in a few years where to send her to school. And there's some advantages to public school, but
What are the advantages?
I feel like you're around a more diverse group of people. I may be wrong because I wasn't in private school, but
Uh-huh.
but I feel like you're
Diverse in what way?
well in race and economics and just different, just not everyone's maybe is similar to you. I may be wrong, but that's how I feel.
There's probably some truth to that. I think it depends a lot on the school.
Like I got stabbed in 8th grade.
there you
Did
go.
you get
That's the
stabbed?
kind of diversity.
Come on. I got punched in the bathroom, busted my eye. You know
And
what I mean?
luckily, you could do your own stitches after you got stabbed.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
you'd just taken a sewing class.
Yes,
Yeah.
because I learned things.
I had to go to a nurse, and
Yeah.
they had to do it.
My locker got broken into a lot. I lost a lot of money. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So, I mean,
How many schools did you go to growing up?
well, I was just talking about this the other day. It was weird for me because some schools were being built.
Mm-hmm.
In Opelika, I went to a school called Carver from kindergarten and 1st grade, and then the new school was being built. So I went to another school called Brown while that one was being finished, and then I was the first class at Southview Primary. So I did 2nd grade there, and then I did 3rd grade at a school called Martin, 3rd, 4th, and
Wow.
5th, which would later be called Northside. And then I went to middle school, Opelika Middle School for 6th, 7th, 8th, and then high school, OHS, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th.
Man, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jumped around a lot. You're like a military family.
that's what I was
But
about to say.
all in the same town. So all these primary and elementary schools, we all came together in middle school. So it was similar to that.
So you had friends that made all these jumps with you.
Yes,
Okay.
So you had friends that you went from kindergarten all the way through high school.
absolutely. Matter of fact, the girl who told me that her boyfriend peed on her pea coat, we were in kindergarten together, went all the way through
Wow.
school together.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's such a huge chunk of your life in the same room with another person.
Yeah. Now she wasn't in every class with me, but we
she's
made the
around.
journey. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you were 5 when you started.
Yeah. Her
It's
last
crazy.
her name was Lindsay Savage. So Savage and Slay, we were always like, when your last names are close, you're always like kind of like in the same homeroom together,
Mhm.
stuff like that. A lot of the S's.
Yeah.
You were taking an elective in junior high?
Yeah, I don't know if they were called electives, but they were like just, you'd have all
Well,
your regular classes and then you had
It's elective in that, like, you decided whether you went to school that day or not.
That's
That was
true.
an elective,
That is true.
so-
That is true. Yeah. I did home ec, I did chorus, stuff like that. I did a little chorus thing. I just realized we were singing God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood
Mhm.
in middle school. Oh, no, maybe elementary school. And I looked at the dates, and that song was brand new at that time.
Wow.
So, because I was like, man, this song must be way older, but it was like brand new.
I thought it came out after 9/11.
Had a
Nah.
resurgence.
Had a bit of a research.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, I remember hearing it all over after that.
Like I met Lee Greenwood a couple of times, and it's like you don't hear other Lee Greenwood songs.
you don't need another song.
yeah,
You know? You've got the song.
yes.
But I remember when that song came out, and I knew who Lee Greenwood was because he had stuff out.
Right. He has a few albums, but it's like
Yeah.
I mean, when you got that song,
Yeah.
Career changes.
yeah.
Now we're all 10 years. Well, you and I are 20 years apart, but we're
Mhm.
10 years different. So I graduated high school in 1990. Did you graduate in 2000?
2000,
In
yeah.
2010?
2010.
All right.
Yeah.
Gotta
Look
keep
at
About
that.
that.
We're
I
the class of the new millennium here. Me,
Oh,
you know.
yeah. What does that mean?
Well, first graduating class of 2000, the year.
think it'd be
2000.
2001 would be.
Well, that was the argument that 2001 people all made. But we were the first class to not use 19, So
Uh-huh.
we were the first 20.
Okay.
All the 2001 kids made that argument. Well, we were the first because you don't start with 0, you start with 1.
Yeah.
And I get it, but
Those are the nerds.
Yeah,
It's like, you
exactly.
know what we mean.
Exactly.
I think my first grade year, I think was 1978, 79.
That's a good year.
It was a good year.
There's a lot going on.
Yeah, there was a lot happening back then, but so, oh, look here.
And here we go. This is
oh yeah.
St. Bede gray basketball team.
Look how happy you are.
I'm pretty excited, man. I'm
Yeah.
excited to be playing hoops.
And a few poinsettias in your back.
Yeah,
there.
in front of a weird kind of mural of the Virgin Mary.
How many
Oh,
schools
yeah.
did you go to, Aaron?
I went to the same I went to Catholic school my entire life.
Yeah.
Kindergarten through college. Which is pretty crazy. But I went to St. Bede K through 6, and then it was a feeder school for Montgomery Catholic middle school, and then that fed right into Catholic high school. And then I moved in the middle of high school to Nashville.
Was that hard?
It was pretty hard. I've been going like
Bound to have
you're
been.
talking about. I've been going to school with the same kids kindergarten through 10th grade.
Yeah.
And those are all the people in my life. And then we all moved.
Were you cool at the new school? Did you fit right in, or was it hard? Like obviously it was hard. We just asked you that question. You said yes,
Yeah.
it's hard. But I mean, in class.
In class, was I cool? I don't know if I could be cool in class. I wasn't a class clown. I wasn't doing
You
that.
didn't make a lot of jokes.
I think I was probably thinking funny stuff.
I made a
Yeah.
lot of jokes.
You made a lot of jokes?
Yeah, oh yeah. Did you make a lot of jokes?
Mm-mm. Well, I wasn't the class clown. I would say stuff under my breath to my friends to make them laugh.
Oh
But
yeah.
most comedians aren't the class clown.
I had no
That's
concept
true.
for getting an education. I was like, I'm just here because they're making me come.
Oh, really?
yeah. I mean,
Did you ever have first day of school nerves or excitement or
yeah, every
jitterness?
time. I mean, yeah, it's always some nerves. Also, always like, I don't want to go back to school. I'm enjoying
Yeah.
the summer break.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, yeah. wow.
That's-
This is the St. Bede gold team. This is how I used to pose in every picture right here.
Is it
That's a
because
good-
football players would never smile?
That's a good look for you.
Thanks, dude. Just a frown.
Almost a little bit of a flat top going on here. You're like, you almost had like a military cut that you let grow out
That's
a
like
little
the
bit.
same hair I have right now.
Yeah.
You know, I've always had that weird widow's
But
peak
it,
in the middle.
it feels a little more flat topish in this picture.
Well, I think that's because my mom was cutting my hair.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause they didn't put a whole lot of thought into the shape of it or anything.
So
What about that guy next to you? You still in contact with that
That's
guy?
Wallace Harvey.
Yeah,
dude.
look
Yeah,
at
I
that
know
guy.
Wallace really well, actually.
so which
It's a tough picture of him.
Yeah,
which
yeah,
kid did
dude.
not start? There's 6 of you there.
I don't. Oh,
Who rode the bench?
I don't.
Not the
know.
girl.
I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't remember a whole lot about this team.
I like that you got to keep the ball, though.
Mm-hmm.
Got it between my feet.
Yeah,
right
you're a
there.
real star.
Were you guys good?
I don't know. If
This
I
does
don't know
not
if-
look like a good basketball team. Your friend who's having the rough picture there,
I think the
he's
public
best
school
player.
would-
He looks
would
like
win
the best
this.
player on the team.
Yeah.
Oh, what about this team? This is the team from the next year.
All right. Well, that's a lot different. You guys have grown.
Yeah, you look like you've aged a lot in 1 year here.
I remember all these kids, man.
And
What
how
happened
old
to
are
the
you?
girl? The girl got kicked off. After
Yeah.
We're trying to win some games. You can get out of here.
How about that?
Yeah,
And your other buddy Walter or whatever, he's off the team too. Huh?
Wallace.
Wallace,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, he was a grade above me, so
Oh,
I think
okay.
he's in a different league now that I've
Oh, okay.
moved up a year. So these are fun to look at. I hadn't looked at these pictures in a long time. But no, we were not a basketball school.
Who's on the wall back there?
That's Mary.
Okay.
She's a mother of Jesus,
Uh.
and in the Catholic Church, they like her a lot.
Gotcha.
They do like her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
What? They love her.
They really get into it.
They
really
talk
get-
about her.
They're
Yeah,
like, I'm like, that's not even really a main character, and they really get into it.
well, she's a supporting actress.
Yeah.
like probably Oscar nom.
I mean, she plays a big role.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Yeah, or she's probably lead actress. If the Bible were a movie, she'd be nominated lead actress. I think.
I'm
not
watching.
Ruth.
Ruth.
They wrote a whole book after Ruth.
They were trying to be nice.
They got to throw a woman in here.
We
How
got a
about
bunch
Ruth?
of old men names. Let's throw Ruth a bone.
Yeah.
I'm watching.
Who talks about Ruth?
I talk about her a lot.
Yeah.
Have you really?
Well, my
tell
wife.
Tell me one thing. Oh, that's your wife's name. Okay. Was
Yeah.
she named after the Book of Ruth?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll stop talking about it.
No, I mean, to your point,
Mm-hmm.
so her brothers are John and Stephen. There's a million male biblical names.
There's
and
not
it's for-
Stephen in the Bible.
yeah,
I
he's the
think so.
first Christian martyr. Oh, okay. And then for girls, you're like Mary.
Yeah, a lot of Mary and Maria.
And okay, I guess we'll go with Ruth. If you
Yeah.
don't want to do that, Esther.
Mary Magdalene. That's still Mary.
So I'm watching, you guys know the
Yeah.
show, The Chosen?
I've heard of it.
I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard you and Nate talk about it on the podcast.
I just started it, so I didn't know anything about it. He mentioned it on Rogan, I think.
Oh, that's where he talked
Yeah.
about it. Yeah,
Yeah, I just started it, and I had a hard time getting into it because they create
because you know how it ends.
they create backstories for these biblical characters
Nice.
that aren't in the
Little
Bible.
artistic license. I
Yeah,
like it.
so I had a hard time,
I won't watch it, but
because of that.
just because I don't like any of that stuff when they create, because
Stories
they
that aren't in the
create
Bible.
what Jesus looks like, and we're not supposed to do that. And
Would you watch a movie in the first person from Jesus' perspective, so you never see him,
Oh, maybe.
Like
That's
a body
interesting.
cam.
like a body?
That's interesting.
Like if Jesus had body cam footage.
We're coming in.
Body cam footage of the crucifixion
Yeah.
would be tough.
So you didn't see the Passion of the Christ?
No.
Yeah, for the same reason.
Well, I didn't see that one because they talk about, the whole scene of what happens to Jesus. And I'm like, I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
hmm
I
It
can
seems
understand
too
that.
brutal to me. I
Yeah.
don't want to watch
But
it.
you'll read about it.
Yeah.
But God forbid somebody put it on film.
Well, they're allowed to do it. I just don't want to see it.
Okay,
Like
that's right.
UFC, for instance, right? Like I'm glad it exists. People love it, but I don't want to watch people get beat up like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can't handle it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Like
get
even fictional stuff, for the most part, it's okay. I like Quentin Tarantino the most because most of his movies, it seems so wild
Mhm.
And
that
it's so over the top.
that it seems fictional because it's like
Yeah.
Reservoir Dogs I can't handle, but the others are so over the top that it's like that's just silly.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But like Saving Private Ryan, like war movies,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't
too
like.
too realistic. It's very painful. I hate it.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, The Chosen, I had some of the same issues because they're creating these stories of these people that, they take an artistic license. But
Yeah.
now we're getting into the parts that are in the Bible. And so
Okay.
I'm starting to get on board with it more.
All right.
Pretty good.
Well, I hear nothing but good things. People love it. People are always telling me to watch.
And I know all the stories in the Bible. I've read them so many times. It's nice now to even do a pretend thinking about what they look like or putting some personality to the characters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Now, to your point, Jesus does some stuff like they humanize him so much. I'm like, I don't know. Would Jesus really hit his thumb hammering or
Probably
whatever?
not.
Oh, yeah, he would.
He probably would, but it's hard to
think so.
think of him that way.
I don't think Jesus misses. He hits his thumb if he wants to.
I don't know.
That's fair.
So there's some of that's
Mhm.
already gonna. I don't even know how we got off to that. Oh yeah, I asked you about the picture on the wall.
Oh,
the-
yeah,
that
yeah.
spiral. But Mary
Yeah.
Magdalene is a big role in
Oh, okay.
in the show.
That's nice.
So anyway,
So what about going to school for the first time? Would you guys you had like a whole where would you go shop?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
All right. Where would you go shop for your new clothes? Like what'd you like to get?
Well,
At my older brother's dresser.
Okay.
That's where I got all my clothes from. For sure.
What kind of stuff would he have?
Well, we had school uniforms.
Oh, okay.
I always had school uniforms.
That makes it easy. I actually
Yeah.
like that.
Well, now it's all in Alabama. It's all the public schools have uniforms.
really?
For
Do they?
most of them.
Wow.
At least in Montgomery County.
I like a school uniform thing because
I'm surprised.
I like to get wild with it, but yeah, when you don't have a lot of money, like you end up feeling self-conscious about your clothes that you're wearing to school.
That's a big part of
Yeah.
the reasoning.
Yeah.
Is that it just alienates kids
Yeah.
from each other. And it causes all kinds of problems.
Yeah, it's like Tommy Hilfiger was the thing when I was growing up, right? And it's like I was never going to get Tommy Hilfiger, right? And it's like,
yeah.
so
You
you're
got Timmy Hilfiger.
Yeah.
Yeah. With some off-brand. Yeah.
but I'd be wearing like duck heads sometimes,
Bugle
or
Boy.
bugle boy, or I really pleaded to not get clothes at Walmart. That was my
Yeah.
thing. I was like, anything. We'll go to Sears, we
You
go
go
to
to Kmart.
Gaffer's,
Yeah.
not Kmart. We gotta stay away from those. But and so it was hard. So I ended up getting more creative with what I would wear, and so I think it, created some creativity, but
But it would have been nice to just wake up and put the same thing on
absolutely.
every day and knowing that your friends are all going to be wearing the same thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
can see
think
that.
it annoyed me. We'd have dress down days at school, Usually it was like a fundraiser, like you bring $2 in and you get to dress down. Yeah, it's just-
So the kids that got no money still wearing the uniform.
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
we still found ways to alienate the kids.
Yeah.
But looking back, it's like I didn't mind the uniforms at all. They're probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I don't think in elementary school I was even thinking about like just whatever my mom bought is probably what I wore. But by high school, Lebanon, the options were pretty limited. And we had one clothing store that opened, Goodies.
I remember Goodies.
And to us, that was high fashion.
Yeah.
So you'd buy a nice shirt from there and then go to school the next week or the first day of school, and there'd be 3 different guys wearing the same shirt.
Oh, yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah, and you get some new clothes, and it's like, well, there's still 5 days in a week.
Yeah.
So you're trying to rotate them out,
Mhm.
and
Well, I told a story on here before you joined us, Dusty, that my first day of my senior year in high school, I wore a New Kids on the Block shirt to school because somehow I'd missed it. That's not cool. So
Was it a fresh one?
I'd just been to their concert.
Oh no.
So this is as fresh as you can get.
It's almost like a faded one. You could get away with being like, this is my sister's. I'm wearing it ironically.
Yeah.
Aaron said that, I think,
yeah.
before.
I said once you realize everybody's making fun of it, just go, yeah, isn't it hilarious that I'm wearing this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all it would.
That's how cool I am.
I should have done that, but I did not.
Yeah, I had a Toby Keith shirt I remember wearing. I think I wore it like one time. Nobody was making fun of Toby Keith, but it
Mhm.
just felt weird.
What was the shirt? It was Big Dog or something. Dog.
Oh yeah, there was a Big Dog. There was some other stuff. But there was some like Big Dog, like if you can't hang with a big dog, stay on the porch.
Yeah, it was
sort of
stuff
thing.
like that.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
those shirts. Those were big dress down days. People
Yeah.
coming with the Big Dog shirts on.
That was after my time.
I remember. You want to know something weird? Okay. All right. Jeez.
Well, that's why it's like any of those shirts I could think to bring up are all inappropriate.
Uh-huh.
Because you go to you go down to Panama City and go to one of those beach stores, and they had I had a lot of shirts like that. I would get in trouble all the time about shirts.
They're all like
airbrush.
Spencer's type stuff.
Yeah, like not airbrush, but I can't even describe some of the things that I had. I shouldn't have been wearing them.
Something crass.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's
but
what it
nobody was monitoring what I was wearing. By the time I got to high school, I just was, I was getting myself dressed and heading out. Even in earlier school, my mom worked third shift. Most of the time, I'd catch the bus before she even got home.
Mhm.
So nobody knew what I was wearing.
Did you guys ride the bus to school?
I never did. No.
Because your parents or your dad was driving you.
Yeah, my parents worked at the school, or I had older siblings
Yeah.
that would drive me. But in Alabama, I don't even think we had the option to take a bus for a private small private
Yeah.
Catholic school. They don't
yeah.
have busing,
I rode the bus, usually about half and half. I'd ride the bus to school. My mom would pick me up, or the other way around. She'd take me to school. I'd ride it home.
How do you coordinate stuff like that back then? No cell phone.
I guess you just, they would give you just my mom would just be like, I'm going to pick you up,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess you might call the school and
Okay.
say, hey, let Dusty know I'll be picking him up today, or let Dusty know to ride the bus.
Okay, but it's a lot of
tell this to this person.
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of
I
give
don't
this
remember-
message to.
I think it was mostly just they tell you that morning, and that's the plan.
But do you remember there being a lot of like problems caused by this lack of communication, or were you even thinking about it at all?
I don't think there was ever problems from. I mean, maybe one or two. I got banned for the bus for a little while one time for throwing pencils, but that
didn't have anything to do with no cell phones.
No, that was only like a week too, and I got to come back.
That's nice.
They
Man,
knew I wasn't malicious.
I think school bus drivers have one of the most stressful jobs out there.
Mm-hmm.
Dealing with all those
Yeah.
kids and driving this huge, gigantic vehicle.
Yeah, and the kids aren't even wearing seatbelts.
No. And they're just going crazy.
No seatbelts at all. I threw up on the school bus one time.
And there's that.
It was 3 to a seat, and I was middle and threw up, and it hit the seat in front of us. And
Splatter.
it went all over the other kids. I remember the kid digging throw up out of the crease of his bag with a pencil,
Oh,
being like, "You're gonna buy me a new bag," and I'm like, "Well, I'm about to get off at a trailer park here, so you just hold your breath there, buddy." You know?
you shut that laptop up.
Yeah.
What'd you throw up from? Just like general being a kid?
Yeah, I mean, food was never good, and who knows? I mean, the food at the school was always crap. I mean, it was.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, did you take your lunch or did you do cafeteria?
I
food?
would do about not half and half. I'd take my lunch sometimes, but it,
That's probably about 10% of the time I'd buy lunch. I had a sack lunch most of the time.
Did you ever have a lunch box?
Never really a lunch box. It was just a brown paper bag.
I had a lunchbox as a kid.
Do you remember what it was?
I think I had a G.I. Joe and a He-Man. Those are my favorite 2 cartoons.
I had Super Friends and Dukes of Hazzard.
Oh man,
Oh yeah.
I would have beat y'all up in elementary school.
What are you talking about? Those are cool.
They
No.
were cool back then.
No,
I had a little G.I. Joe lunchbox with a little G.I. Joe thermos inside that sometimes you put soup in
it's
there.
not cool to like stuff, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I'm
Well,
just kidding.
we were okay
I feel
liking things back then.
That might be a different generation. This
It's
changed.
not cool to care, dude.
Even
You know what
Well,
I mean?
as you got older, for sure it wasn't.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
For
but,
sure, though, when you got older, it was like you wear one strap of the backpack, and
Mhm.
you'd rather give yourself back problems than just wear it correctly.
yeah, because it looks so cool to just carry it with one.
Yeah.
yeah, the movie 21 Jump Street.
They had to talk about that.
Very funny.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But that was true. I mean, Hannah would talk about, growing up in Canada, the cool thing was to not wear coats. Like if you were like cool, you would just be freezing to death.
I think that's
Yeah.
what it's going on now. Kids, or at least boys, will wear shorts to school when it's 10 degrees outside.
I used to do that. I get that. I would pride myself. I don't need a jacket, and I'm wearing shorts,
I think you had a school uniform.
flip flops. I'm talking about just like in general. in
Oh,
life,
yeah. So
weekends.
What about using the bathroom at school? Like number 2. Would you do it? I never did it. I don't think I ever did it a single time my whole career of high school.
I don't think I did either.
I was so terrified.
Dude, in high school, you're looking for I'll go take a break.
I'd rather check out of school.
High school is like like a job in an office. Yeah, I'm gonna go use the
Are
bathroom.
you playing a horse with no name?
Yeah.
I never would do it.
I never even thought
Elementary
about it.
school, I bet I was too scared to
Yeah.
do that. But high school, it's like I'm running the show now. I don't care.
Yeah.
Let them in. I'm taking care of business.
I was not for it. I like to be very discreet about my.
We had a poop bandit at my high school. Ever talk about that?
No.
We had a guy who was vandalizing the bathrooms with.
Oh, gross.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hence the name, the poop bandit.
That's disgusting.
You want to fess up right now?
It was, it was not me, and I don't know who it was, but it was a thing for a while.
That's disgusting.
I agree.
Now, did you guys do recess, or was that banned by the time you got in school?
I did recess in primary school, but it was done by elementary school. Primary was kindergarten, first, second. I don't think we had it after that.
I think middle school we had little breaks, but it wasn't called recess. It was like a 15-minute break or something. K through 6 we had legit play kickball, dodgeball.
We had PE, and I guess that's
PE,
probably was
sure.
what recess was for
but,
us.
but yeah, but when you're younger, you have just like a general go out in the playground,
Yeah.
do whatever.
First, second, kindergarten, first, second, we had that. I don't remember it after that.
You don't think in 3rd grade you had recess?
I don't think so.
Wow.
I think it was PE. That was
So
it.
you didn't have recess. You're learning how to sew. Did you go to school at a sweatshop?
Yeah.
That's what it feels
It
like.
sounds like it. Yeah.
It does sound like it.
Yeah.
We had portables. So in a way, I did live in a trailer for a while. You guys know what portables are?
No.
I had art in a portable.
Basically, if they didn't have enough classrooms, they would bring in.
Oh, it was like a trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We had some I took some classes in
Yeah.
portables. I'd never heard them called that.
What?
I
Just
didn't-
call them trailers?
We just call it, just trailers.
I just called it art class. There's enough trailers around that we didn't even think it was weird.
We were complaining. Dusty's
Yeah.
like, this is nice.
Yeah, that's a good trailer, honestly.
Is this a double wide? Come
Yeah.
on.
Did you do a lot of after school like activities
Just sports.
all the way through?
Yeah. All the way through.
I did some sports, but for the most part, I was heading on to the house. I didn't do a lot of activities.
Did you do campus life or anything?
I did campus life. Yeah.
What is
Matter of fact, I
campus
did.
life?
You know what? The campus life people from Orlando came to see me not long ago, and I've been wanting to wear that shirt in here.
Oh,
Campus
really?
life was like a Christian kind of after school thing. And in high school, I was really into campus life. I loved it. I became a leader at campus life.
Really?
And then I started throwing a lot of parties, and I got demoted from leader.
Oh,
They didn't kick me out of campus life, but they were like, "We really can't have you being a leader. You gotta throw a
Yeah.
lot of parties." I go,
this
"Wow."
is in high school?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I love
Middle
campus
school.
life. yeah. Yeah.
Throwing ragers at the trailer. 7th grade.
Yeah, see, by high school, by 10th grade, we had moved out of the trailer. And so 10th grade, I lived in a house just a mile in front of the school. So, so I would walk to school a lot before I got a license. And it was great. It was so easy to
Mhm.
invite people. I'm like, just go down this road,
Yeah.
last house on the right.
You'll
we're
hear
going
it.
to be partying.
You'll hear it. Follow
was
the
great.
music.
I'm the
Senior
campus life
year-
leader.
Senior year was hot for me. I really made some waves by senior year.
Senior
Really?
year of high school, you
Yeah.
kind of came into your own.
Yeah, it was hot. It was a
Let
hot
your
year.
hair down.
Yeah.
You know?
You're popular?
Yeah, it was a hot year for me. I don't like to use the word popular, but
Uh-huh.
I was cool. You know what I mean?
You're cool.
Popular seems more douchey. I was cool.
Yeah.
People liked me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were a well liked guy.
Yeah.
That's fair to say.
Yeah.
What about you, Brian?
Well liked?
Yeah.
I mean, I think I was liked.
Yeah.
I wasn't popular.
But were there guys, when you think of high school, were there like that's the popular group or whatever?
There was, and I can't say that I was in that group. Maybe I was in the minor leagues of that group. I knew some people in
Nothing
that
wrong
group.
with that in the
Yeah.
farm, you know?
I do feel like my senior year was by far the most fun year because, I mean, I guess that's true for most people, but there's something about when you're the oldest ones,
Yeah.
you just have a different
You know,
attitude.
I've been waiting 4 years to run this
Yeah.
place.
Yeah.
Ninth grade was really my worst year, I think, just in the way that and I don't think it had necessarily anything to do with changing schools to high school, but it was just like, that's the year I felt the most insecure, in my life. So it was a real turnaround for my senior year.
Well, that's probably true for freshman years. Probably
Maybe
the
so. I
toughest
mean, I
for a lot.
wasn't getting
Yeah.
picked on or anything. I just was
Well,
like,
you're going through some changes
Yeah.
personally at that
Yeah,
time
yes,
in life.
yes.
You know, there's a lot going on.
there is a lot going on.
I get that.
Yeah.
I don't know if 9th grade. I didn't peak in 9th grade either. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, the size difference of some of the kids. There's
Yeah, it's men and kids,
there's freshmen in high school that haven't hit puberty yet.
and you're in the same locker room with grown men now.
Yeah, I remember there was a guy, I don't know if he was in 11th grade or 12th grade when I was in 9th grade, named Rex Story. And I remember seeing that guy and I was like, this is a grown man.
Yeah. He had facial hair.
He's going to the school? He had a 5 o'clock shadow all the time. I was
Yeah,
like, this guy's
yeah.
in school with me?
Shaving between classes. You're
Yeah,
like, what is
yeah.
this? Who is this guy?
Yeah.
So I looked up, number 2 pencils were very big back in my day.
I got banned on the bus for throwing them.
And then you got stabbed by one.
I think that, it might have been that. It might have been a lead pencil.
That's what a number 2 pencil is, right?
Well, I mean like a,
Oh,
A mechanical pencil.
Yeah, yeah,
Did you have
yeah.
mechanical pencils growing up?
Yeah.
Okay.
all right.
I mean, we didn't use them much, but they did exist. We had the pens that four different colors, and
Oh, yeah. I
Oh,
remember
those were
those.
neat.
Those
Yeah,
are fun.
purple, green.
Yeah.
Do you have the erasable pens? Those were so weak.
Yeah, they were weak.
I used to hate those erasable pens, dude.
Yeah.
They didn't write well. They didn't erase well. What
Yeah,
do we
it's
do?
like, I got an
Use a pencil.
erasable pen. You mean a pencil?
Yeah.
what about a trapper keeper?
You know what? I have a Trapper Keeper at home from middle school that I almost brought, but I thought, you know what? I bet people know what it looks like.
I wish you had.
What is it? I don't even know what you're talking
A
about.
Trapper. You don't know what a Trapper Keeper
A
is?
trapper keeper.
Yeah.
Is it like a?
You don't know either, Lauren?
I have a Trapper
Wow.
Keeper in perfect condition.
I wish you'd have brought it.
I should have brought it.
I still don't know what it is.
Well, it's a folder. It's like a 3-ring binder, but it folds.
That's a mechanical pencil.
It
Yeah, hold
folds,
on.
and then it has another piece that comes over and Velcros on, and then it has other little pockets in it. Had a lot of cool designs on it. None of those are.
Doesn't open up like an accordion. Like
No,
one of
no.
those.
No, it's
No.
just a 3-ring binder, really, with another piece that comes over.
That one right there on the right with the football, that's a Trapper Keeper.
This one right here.
No, the
Oh,
one
this
on
one.
the far right. Yeah.
Yeah, Trapper Keeper.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's
Just
it.
keeps all your stuff in there.
I should have brought it. It's in such good condition.
What's inside of it?
A 3-ring binder with other pockets.
No, but what's inside yours? You just have.
Oh,
one.
I had comic cards from when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
Comment cards?
That's what I thought you said too.
Like
Comment
like,
cards.
like Marvel comics.
I think
Oh,
about
comic.
like a comedy club comment
Yeah,
card.
yeah.
Still keep it on.
I actually
hated
have,
the feature.
I have a lot of comment cards from when I worked at the restaurant that I love to keep. They were just not always about me, just funny ones. I love
You
those.
had comment cards for at Hyman's.
Yeah.
Any mean about you?
Not really mean about me that I was able to get. Now there could have been some that I didn't acquire, but yeah, I mean there would be some mean about the restaurant or funny or nice about me.
That's fine.
That I liked. But yeah, I mean I saw a guy was like giving me a real attitude one time when I was working there, and I see him pull the comment card out of the thing. So I take a pen out, click it, hand it to him.
Oh,
I was like,
that's a power move.
Get it,
Yeah.
dude. I was like,
Uh-huh.
get it, fill it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
ooh,
Yeah.
comment card.
Yeah.
Did we had on our pencils little, I don't know what you call them, little rubber things you'd put on the pencil to kind of grip
those
it.
Grips,
Yeah.
dude.
You guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah, those are really fun. They're supposed to keep your hand from cramping up. But if you're left-handed
there they
like
are, right
me,
there, yeah.
there's no.
I'd never used these triangular ones. These look
Well, that's what I was talking
weak,
about.
dude.
That's probably the original.
I'm talking about they were just flush with the pencil.
By the time you had,
Cylindrical.
by the time you'd come along, they perfected it. But we had let's keep it from rolling off the desk.
Oh, that's what it was for.
I think it would play that role.
Was that an eraser too? Could you use that as an eraser?
I think there were some. You remember the little eraser that went over the top?
Mhm.
Oh, big
Mhm.
time.
Yeah, those were good. Those were fun.
Those were a good time.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about the mechanical pencil that you would twist, and the lead would come out real far?
Never saw that.
You never saw that?
I was always
It's a yellow
flick.
one, and it would twist at the end, and then the lead would come out real far.
I
I
think
think
I
it was
know what
made
you're
by.
talking
I think it was
about.
made by Mead.
Aaron, did you use pencils in school?
Mechanical. Yeah. We ran the gamut.
I read where I was
None of those.
doing this research.
Oh,
the-
maybe that pencil mate.
There it is.
Yeah.
Those. I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
The SAT is going all digital starting next year.
Oh,
So
wow.
so no more number 2 pencils needed.
That's a huge blow for the number 2 pencil industry because that's kind of the last time you needed to use one.
They should have been prepping for this.
Yeah.
They should have been getting themselves prepared.
How do they do it digitally now? Do you go in like a voting booth? You go in and take it?
That's a good question. I don't know. I read that it's supposed to be
It right
more
then,
fair?
It did seem like an ad read. He goes, "That's a good question."
Well,
and,
I gotta look at papers here.
Yeah.
It will provide devices to students who do not own their own computers. Some people don't.
Oh, okay. So you're just
Who attend schools without access to
you're
technology.
doing it on like a Chromebook in a classroom.
I guess it'll now be shorter, moving from 3 hours to just 2 hours, and give more students more time per question.
You should be able to take the SAT and then just get your score back that night.
Wow.
Yeah.
What, what was that reaction?
I know it sounded like I was thinking that's a hot take,
Yeah.
but
Wow.
Did you ever like cheat off people's papers or have other people cheat off your papers? Like copying, like in class when you'd be copying off them? I was in Spanish in 11th grade. I didn't want to take it. You had to take one foreign language.
Mm-hmm.
And my teacher was pregnant. And so halfway through the year, she left and we got a substitute. And this substitute, there was these 2 girls, Haley and Katie, and they would let me copy off, and they were very good at Spanish. They would let me copy their paper every day. The teacher knew it was happening. They would just straight up let me copy.
Wow.
Nobody cared. Finals time came. The substitute wouldn't let me sit next to them. So and the entire final was in Spanish. I didn't know a single
No
word.
bueno.
Yeah.
I just went. I was the first one done. I just went. It was no point in even reading.
You can
it.
read the instructions.
Yeah, I just went all the way through it. I failed that test so bad. I had like 100 in the class.
Yeah.
But I failed the final so bad. I almost failed the class.
That's why the teacher let you do it the whole
I know.
time. They're like, you're shooting
But
yourself
that's
in the
really.
foot.
But you know what I mean? That was really. I don't appreciate her method because it's like, come on, and it's not been a problem for me to not know it, not know Spanish.
But it would have been nice to know it, right?
Yeah, but I bet Haley and Katie don't even know it.
No.
You know what I mean? Not from that class.
If you were doing stand up in Spanish right now, I think your career would be a lot different.
Well, yeah, for sure.
You would definitely sold out in Austin.
For
this
sure,
weekend,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, you're right. It could have played a role.
You do one night in English, do the next night in Spanish.
But who knows? You know, what if I'd learned Spanish and end up, going into a different field? I may be more successful in another area. You know what I mean? Who knows what road I would have went down? Maybe learning would have become something important to me, and I would have said, you know what? Actually, learning a language has opened different parts of my mind.
This earth is spinning so fast.
I could be a scientist or something, talking about planets.
Yeah.
You would have gone to DC for vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad that Dusty doesn't exist.
You'd be an astronomer.
Yeah.
That's the end of it.
Dustin
bilingual.
Slay.
Maybe I would have got so into languages, I would have been like, let's learn another one.
Yeah.
And then another one. But you know what? My substitute teacher, she didn't know anything about Spanish.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be like, you got to learn, but you can't teach it.
Mm-hmm.
That's why she needs
Put up or shut
Babel.
up. That's what
by no, sorry.
I was hoping that would be a sponsor. That would be great. For
Yeah, that
this-
would have been
this-
perfect.
This episode.
Do you guys ever have the dream that you can't remember your locker combination and have to get into it? It's a very common dream, apparently.
Never had it.
I had a dream. I haven't had it in a couple years now, but I used to have a recurring dream that I was in college and it was the day of final exams.
Mm-hmm.
And I found out I was in a class that I had never been to, or I was signed up for a class I didn't know about. And I had that dream. And then I'd wake up and be like, oh, dude, I graduated 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's such a relief.
Yeah, I don't know what that is in my brain, but I think that's a common one.
It is.
too.
I've had that too.
God, isn't that bizarre?
Yeah.
What is that?
I don't know.
I'd never have school dreams, but I will tell you something that happened. My mom brought up some middle school yearbooks to me, and I had seen the high school yearbooks over the years. I had looked at those. The middle school yearbook, it felt like it opened parts of my brain, memories that had been shut down as I'm turning these pages and seeing this, and it shook me up for a couple of weeks. This is about a year ago, and I just was like, it was just bringing back, like, not necessarily bad memories, but just things I had completely forgotten.
These weren't memories you've repressed. These are just stuff you forgot about.
Yeah.
Throughout
But it just
life.
was like, because I remember high school well, but I don't really think about middle school that often.
Right.
But it was just bringing that up. And I was like, this is weird. And I think I might have had a couple of dreams around that time. It shook me in a weird way.
I can see that. Just brings you back to memory lane. I went back to my elementary school a few years ago for some event and went into some of the same rooms, like the cafeteria. It seemed so big to me as a kid, and now it just seems so tiny. I couldn't believe it was the same room.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything seems so much smaller, right?
Yeah.
There's a crazy scene in The Office where they go back to Pam's high school when they're doing that career event. And have you seen The Office?
I've seen a lot of it. I've not seen this episode.
She goes back to the art room thinking that a picture she drew when she was in high school would still be hanging up. Do you remember that part of it? She's like, I thought it might be hanging up. You're 35 at this point.
I don't think she's supposed to be that old, but to your
You
point.
think your terrible drawing is going to be hanging up here?
Yeah.
17 years later?
Yeah.
Well,
that part always annoyed me.
Well, that's what people always think, though, in a way. People always think, like, when they leave a job or they leave a school that, oh, they're going to remember me. And it's like, when you work at a restaurant and you think, the moment you leave, people are just like, can I get your shift?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We had kids. You have this. I don't know if this is common or if this is just a my school thing, but we had kids who graduated the year before. They would show up the next year and just come to class, like the first, second day of school. Like, isn't that funny? We're here, but we graduated
Wow.
in uniform.
That's weird.
It is weird. I remember thinking, God, these kids are nerds, dude. You're done with high school.
Yeah.
Get out of here. It's not funny that you're here.
Well,
You know?
if you peak in high school, I think it is hard to let it go.
But most of
You
those
never even
kids,
gave it a chance.
I'm assuming most of the kids at your school went to college afterwards.
Yeah.
So weren't they? Shouldn't they been at college somewhere?
Well, I guess maybe it started early.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, that's
my
weird.
high school gave us the option. I remember my senior year, they gave us the option. We voted as a senior class. Do you want to extend the school day by 15 minutes every day? Or we start the school year a week early. So we started July 31st that year in July.
Rather than just having extra 15 minutes each day.
Yeah, we voted on that.
And
I
you-
voted to start early too. I thought it's going to be tough for a week, but then every day, the whole school year, I'd be thinking, gosh, I'd be out of here by now. This last 15 minutes is brutal.
I think I would have done that too.
Yeah, it's like, let's just get it over
Probably
with.
at the time, but I think I would go the extra 15.
Every day, though,
Give
dude.
me that week off.
Yeah. If it was on the back end, it would be more appealing.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, you end a little bit earlier.
Yeah. If say week.
What
end
about
one week
now,
early.
though? Let's say you're doing stand up and they're like, all right, they're gonna go. You come in on Thursday, do a show on Thursday, or the 2 shows on Friday, 2 shows on Saturday. You do an extra 15 each show. What would you do?
Oh, dude, I think that the show would suffer if I had to do that. If I had to do
The audience votes. They're like, you know what? Do a Thursday.
Yeah. How about doing Wednesday as well?
Yeah.
Do them all. That's a good question. I don't know. In college, our classes Monday, Wednesday, and Friday were 50 minutes, and Tuesday and Thursday were an hour 15.
Mhm.
And I liked the Monday, Wednesday, Friday classes better, even though I went 3 times a week, just because hour 15 felt so long.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get out of there.
See, block scheduling came in while I was in school. So we were doing 6 classes a day, sometimes 7 for about an hour. And then after 9th grade, in 10th grade, we went to block scheduling where we did 4 classes a day, all about an hour and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
An hour and a half class is tough, man.
Yeah. And then you
Such
got to
a
leave and go
long
right to
time.
another one and start it.
But it was great in the sense that, like, you'd have your 2 main classes, your 2, and then you do that half the year, and then the second half of the year you'd switch to 4 other classes.
Now, let me ask you a more extreme version of this. So my high school in Alabama, Catholic high school, in the early 90s, I think, the senior class voted to move to a 4-day school week. So they went like 8 to 5, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then they had Fridays off. And they did that for 1 year. And then they all voted like, let's go back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
Isn't
That's
that
a long day.
interesting?
That is
Yeah,
a long
It's
day.
a really long day to be in school. And it's long for the teachers. It's long for
Yeah.
everybody.
And if you play sports, then what do? Stay till 7?
Yeah. Well, yeah. We'd probably stay that late anyway, but you'd stay way later than you would.
Yeah.
You know, if you can't start practice till 5:45 every
Yeah.
day, that's tough on everybody.
Was it cool having your dad as the principal, or was it not fun?
It was convenient sometimes. I'd know things before other people, that kind of stuff.
Do you
Mhm.
think that's why you weren't class clown? Like, what? Because you're like, there's immediate consequences if I'm getting in trouble here.
I think actually, if I'm being honest, it gave me a little more leeway with
Okay.
people because the dynamic between me and the teachers was different.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Because
You
your
know,
dad's their boss.
Yeah, essentially. So that probably played into it. I don't know. It was just never that. There were always guys that were funnier than me,
Mhm.
you know, that were like doing physical stuff and
Oh, yeah.
getting big laughs, you know. And I was never that guy. But I like snow days were big.
Yeah.
And so my school here in Hendersonville, Tennessee, we had maybe 2 snow days when I was there, and it was a big deal to get a snow day. Sumner County public schools, if there's a cold breeze, they go, we're out for a week.
Almost every public school, and
Yeah,
Tennessee.
they're like, oh, we can't do it.
we were out all the time.
And my dad would wake up at like 4 a.m. He would drive to the school to see the roads. He'd drive like back roads and be like, the roads are fine out here. And we'd be the only school in the county open
wow.
all the time, dude. So
Did parents like that, or did they get mad?
I don't know if the parents liked it. The kids weren't pumped about it.
I'm sure.
So I would be
If
getting,
the parents still have to go to work, they like it.
That's
Yeah.
probably true.
But if the parents like, my particular road is dangerous, whatever,
And
you
your
can
dad's
find-
like, well, I'll drive there and see.
yeah.
Would it be
Really? I drove by your house last night.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
Would that be an excuse absence if they said, "Hey, it's not safe"?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. But
I love that your dad would make the drive.
oh, dude, my dad when the Nashville flood happened, the big one,
Come on in.
yeah, no,
It's not. It's not over our neck.
the JP2 in Hendersonville was like a moat around it.
Yeah.
It was so flooded, and you could not get to it. We had to take our AP test that weekend, and they're like, "Well, we're going to have to reschedule because the AP tests, the physical tests, are in the building." And my dad got in a rope. My dad got in a boat and went to the school to get the tests, and then
Wow.
took them back in a boat. And we took the test like off campus somewhere.
Wow, your dad was
He
serious.
said, "I'm not going to let us get behind on stuff just because of the weather."
They're going to say he helicoptered in.
I like that. I like the boat, though. I like the idea your dad's like rescuing the test. The tests are trapped.
There's all kinds of animals in there getting drowned.
Yeah.
You just got to grab these tests real
They're
quick.
like, oh, Mr. Weber, you're here. He's like, I'm just here for the test. I don't
Yeah.
have enough room for you in the boat.
Uh-huh.
Were chalkboards still a thing when you were in school?
We were fading them out. We were going. We started chalkboard when I was in school, and see, I feel like I'm the in between.
You are for us.
You are,
yeah.
yeah.
And then it went all dry erase. By the time I was in high school, it was all dry erase,
Like a whiteboard.
Yeah,
Did you?
In Alabama, we were all whiteboards. When I came to Tennessee, every classroom had a smart board.
wow.
I thought, that's not what I thought you were going to say. I thought you were
What?
like, y'all still had chalkboards here.
No.
Smartboard. So is that like you operate from an iPad, or it was like a TV that you could touch?
It was
You gasp.
It was still a projected image, but you could touch and control things by
Oh,
touching
wow.
the screen.
Wow.
What about the thing? The little it's like a little
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
box that had like a glass top with a light in it, and then that had a mirror, and then it would project it, and they would have little plastic.
And even like you could roll the plastic sometimes.
I
It
never
was
had
in that thing you had earlier. I forgot what
I
it's
think
called.
It was called a projector, maybe. They
It's
called it
if you
that.
scroll down, it's on there.
And it had, they could write on it with the little dry erase markers, and it would
I thought it's
show
just
up.
what that right.
Overhead projector. These
Overhead
right here.
projector. Yeah.
We use these.
Oh yeah, that was
I used
big time.
Plenty of these.
The
dude.
overhead projector was big time.
Yeah.
You could write right on if you had a erasable marker.
Mhm.
You could write right on the glass.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh man.
I mean it was big time.
I would never do that.
I loved an overhead projector.
But once you get a smart board, you're like, oh, these
Smart board
overheads
seems
are,
wild.
These overheads are weak. dude.
Yeah,
Well, obviously they didn't have cell phones when I was in school. They weren't invented,
Mhm.
but I bet it was pretty crazy. Maybe when you were in high
not
school.
for me either. Yeah, I mean
Nothing?
they might. Cell phone was probably invented, but it was not prevalent. No smartphones.
Yeah.
I didn't get a cell phone until my sophomore year of high school. I didn't have a smartphone until my sophomore year of college.
Okay.
So I had like a dumb cell phone
Yeah.
through high school.
Yeah.
Still a bit of an issue with people texting. I didn't have texting in high school.
Mm.
Maybe I did towards the end, but it was not that big of an issue. It's probably insane right now.
Oh yeah.
You're doing everything on your phone. I think they got to a point where they're like, they can't even tell you to put your phones away. They're like, we just got to figure out how to teach you
They should do
with the
what
phones.
Right.
Zany's does and have the
The Yonder bags.
Yonder
You know,
bags.
Yonder bag schools are actually Yonder's some of their biggest clients.
Oh yeah.
Are
That's what they
schools.
should have.
You lock your phone up in a little pouch at the beginning of the day, and then at the end of the day, they open it for you.
Yeah.
That's the way they should do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to say I invited Harper Bargatze to come on to
Mhm.
tell us about what school's like today. She declined the offer.
Mm.
She had after
Tough to get a
after school-
Bargatze on here.
It is. I asked Laura. I asked Laura. Laura said no as well. So I got to talk to you guys.
They moved out of here.
Yeah,
This is-
yeah.
they don't
Yeah, they're not
live
even
here
here. We don't even know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
We just show up. But the I mean,
Do you have a pistol sharpener like that?
Oh,
Oh,
dude. I love the
yeah.
pencil sharpener. This was an excuse to get out of your chair.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
if you sat on the other side of the room, can I go sharpen my pencil? You'd walk around, see what's going on.
And there's nothing like a freshly sharpened pencil.
Oh, that's
Dude,
great.
especially from one of those bad boys.
Yeah.
Dude, the electric ones never worked the
Nah,
same.
it wasn't as good.
It wasn't as satisfying, you know?
Yeah.
Just to really feel it. I have one of these in my house,
Oh, yeah.
just randomly, just on a wall. I haven't used it.
You have it now.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
right now.
Wow.
Okay. My grandmother had one growing up, so maybe that's just a thing. How old's your house? Like old?
Yeah,
50s?
50s and 60s,
Yeah.
I think. Maybe, they just came with pencil sharpeners back then.
I
People
don't
were
know.
writing stuff down.
You were using number 2 pencils all the
Yeah.
time.
Got a sharpener?
Yeah. you
Wow,
gotta
what
keep
an
'em sharp.
industry number 2 pencils used to be.
What a fall from grace.
Yeah.
They ran the country back
Yeah.
in the day.
Yeah. What happened to number 1?
What about pencil break? Did you ever play that? Number 2 pencils where you breaking each other's pencils?
No.
Oh, we used to play that a lot where you hold it pencil.
That's why you got stabbed with
and
one?
then other no, I got stabbed for
We don't have to get into
He
it.
deserved
Well,
it.
Yeah. It
Well,
wasn't a game.
It wasn't a game. Well, yeah, not getting stabbed. That was never a game. But
Okay.
pencil break was you could, you snap it, and then also thump. Did you play that? Where you'd hold your knuckles out like that and you'd thump each other's knuckles?
You ever do that?
I don't know what
Isn't
you're
that
doing.
cool? You don't see that? dude?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, like a little tracer.
It's like flimsy,
Oh, like
It's
what?
an optical illusion. It
Yeah.
looks like it's
bending, and
flexible.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
See that?
Oh yeah.
it's pretty crazy.
Well, that's a solid.
Wow, that
It's
is
physics.
crazy.
Yeah.
What
dude.
about pencils in the nose? Would you do that? I like to put pencils in the nose, and then I could hold a pencil with my chin. Like I can't. This is not a pencil. I can't do this. But it's also been a long time since I've done it. But
Yeah.
and then you do this mustache. Before I had a real mustache.
For the record, Nate's back next week, folks.
This is the good stuff. This is what I've been
is
waiting
good
for.
stuff. This is what I'm talking about.
This
though.
is what school's really
this
all
is
about.
what we were doing in school.
What
This
about
is-
football? Like with the little paper where
Oh
you
yeah,
Paper football
paper
was
football,
huge.
big
Yeah.
paper airplanes.
I remember. Do you have nap time in kindergarten?
Oh yeah,
We played paper football during nap time. We'd have a towel. You brought a towel to use as like your blanket,
yeah,
like a bath towel.
yeah. I remember that.
And we played paper football.
Oh,
What did you sleep on
I
though?
would sleep on the floor.
I never slept during nap time, but I think you're supposed to just sleep on the towel.
We had a little mat that we would bring.
I guess you could bring a
Oh,
mat. I think I did
that's
have
fancy,
a mat. I did
dude.
have a little mat
We
actually.
had bath towels.
This is
man.
the late 70s.
Yeah, I know.
Not in kindergarten. I didn't go to kindergarten, but for like first grade.
This is like, yeah. I mean, to me, this is the stuff on the bus. It was pencil break. It was thump. You didn't do that though. You hold your knuckles out like that. And you try to thump it real hard.
Oh, we would do that.
Yeah, yeah,
No,
yeah.
but pencils weren't involved.
No pencil. It was two. There's two different games.
Okay.
Thump and pencil break.
Yeah. We would
Alright.
play this game.
Oh yeah.
Remember that game where if you look at it below the waist, you punch them on the. I used to come home from middle school, just huge bruises all over my arm. My mom's like, "What are you doing all day?" I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
I'm respecting the game."
You have a joke about senior prank. And when I was in Fairhope this past weekend,
Yeah.
somebody had poured like laundry detergent in the water fountain and it was bubbling out everywhere.
Oh, that's. Phew.
Yeah.
That probably cost a lot to fix. That probably caused some real problems.
My buddy said that on his next door app, people were not happy.
Yeah, dude.
I hate that.
Laundry detergent in the water system of the high school.
No, it wasn't. This was just like the city fountain, like there in Fairhope.
Oh, like a decorative fountain.
Yeah. Oh, no,
Okay.
yeah. Not like, I'm sorry, not
I
the
thought you meant like the
fountain.
water system of the high school, where like the water fountain.
Like everybody's eating Tide Pods.
No, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
that's what I thought.
I'm sorry, like a decorative.
I thought
Oh,
that-
okay. I
didn't
kind of
think
like that a little more.
Okay. I thought y'all were taking it hard.
I don't like it, but I don't like vandalism. But I was also in an Airbnb this weekend, and it was clear they had
Last
used-
week you talked about vandalism stores the whole time.
well, I'm vandalizing a competition. That's
different.
That's an evil corporation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not the city's water supply.
Well,
I
yeah.
don't think the decorative fountain's tied into the
That's where they
drinking
get it.
water.
That's where they get it.
So it's all the wishing well pennies are down there too.
Yeah, that's where they get it. You got copper's good for you.
Y'all's water tastes weird.
Yeah.
dude.
But I was in Airbnb, and they clearly had used too much fabric softener, and I woke up in the night, and all I could smell was I couldn't even sleep. I felt like I was just breathing in poison.
Dude, I had a guy on the plane this morning smell so bad. Smelled so bad. Worst I've ever smelled a person. It was that seat in Southwest where there's no chair in front of me.
Yeah.
And then, so the row right in front, that guy smelled. So he sat down. Joe Kelly was with me. He texted me. He goes, this dude stinks. And then I caught a whiff of him. I was like, oh my God, dude, it was that bad. And he kept sticking his arm out to touch the, like the window thing up and down. And every time he did that, I was sleeping and it kept waking me up. Like,
Oh, he was reaching over you?
no, just reaching to the side.
Just making
Then it was
movement.
There's no chair in front of me. So I'm catching all the backdraft from this dude. And he had like greased up, oiled hair. He spent some time on his hair, but he hadn't taken a shower in probably a week, dude.
Wow.
I mean, it was my whole flight was this guy stunk.
That's awful.
Yeah.
I was at the airport. I forgot all about this until you talk about this. But this guy, I was sitting looking at the airline that was taking off.
Yeah.
And this guy was facing me. He had big headphones on. He was so hungover. He was making like these groaning, moaning noises, very loud in the airport, like he was just in horrific pain. Just, oh, he kept doing it. I don't know if he could even hear how loud he was being.
Because he had the headphones on.
Yeah. And his flight boarded and shut the door while he's just and then he finally gets up and looks around and sees what's happening. He starts losing his mind at the counter. He's like, I'm right here. I've been right here the whole time. It's like, dude, you got to take those headphones off.
I
man.
know. Yeah. You got to exist in the world for a bit.
Yeah, he missed his flight sitting right there, obviously in a lot of hungover pain. And I'm like, oh, dude, you messed up. And it was so satisfying to me for some reason.
You were glad it happened.
Yeah. But this has been a great podcast.
It has been fun.
Bit of a Cinderella story.
I would
this
say.
podcast has been
Real storybook podcast.
yeah, fairy tale ending, if you will.
Yeah, I think the clock's about to strike midnight, ladies and gentlemen.
And all right, well, thank you guys. Brian Bates, Aaron Weber, Dusty Slay, signing off. We're having a good time.
And we love you.